morning, everybody. Ellie says hi. Why are you yelling? Hi. Now she's being shy. Hey, sweetie. Hi. Oh, she's being shy now. I love her so much. Hope you're all doing well today. Hi. Hi. Hey, sweetie. I know. You're pretty and I love you. Hey. I love her so much. That's a good way to start a stream. Alright. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. The game is, the game's louder than... I had to adjust some audio and, actually I still gotta adjust the window, don't I? I had to remove the audio alerts because this emulator's... It's the wildest thing. I complained about it last time, but it's like... That's probably gonna be good. I complained about it last time, but it's like, the way this emulator works, it only goes by 25% increments. So you can have 25% volume, 50, 75, or 100. And right now I've got it on 25%, and it was already way too loud, so I had to turn the volume down in OBS, and that affects all of the volume, including the audio alerts. Right. So I had to turn those off because either the game was going to be way too loud or you wouldn't be able to hear them anyway. Disappointing, right? But, we do the best we can. And we got some sick plot happening. Oh, don't do that. Apologize, I forgot to move my windows in place before I started. There we go. The year is 2035, Japan. Crowds of spectators are gathered around in anticipation of the first solar eclipse of the 21st century. My name is Soma Cruz, and I am a high school exchange student studying abroad in Japan. I live near... I've beaten this game. Does any of this matter? I'll tell you if some of this matters. It really doesn't. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That's all that matters. He's an exchange student in Japan, and there's an eclipse, and he goes to see the eclipse, and he gets pulled inside of it into a scary castle. Ooh, that's the plot. Or is it? The plot was a ghost the whole time. Didn't even expect. What is it? Not Julius. Richter? I think if you use a certain name, it lets you play as one of the Belmonts. It's like a different version of the game. It's really cool. It's the same castle, but instead of playing as Soma, you play as a Belmont. And they've got like entirely different moves. Like the main mechanic of this game is, besides like your weapon, you absorb these monster souls that give you special powers. The Belmont doesn't do that. He just has like these wild uppercuts and things, which like help him get to areas that Soma would be able to. So you're playing the game entirely different. It's like same location but a whole different game, mechanics and everything. But because it's the same map, like with the Belmont you can easily get anywhere you want, like easy. So it's less of a progression like normal, but it's a fun way to do it. Let's see if I remember what the name was. And there's only so many Belmonts, right? Ellie's attacking something in my doorway. Let's try... I would think it would be Richter, right? No, that can't be right. Because Richter was like, wow. The only reason I say that is because I'm not confident I can spell Richter. H. Nah, it can't be Richter. Let's try Trevor. We'll do Richter last because I'm not confident how to spell his name. That don't seem right either. Hold on. So, I'll knock it off. I promise. We'll do one more and we'll stop. It might be Julius, because Julius is the Belmont in this game. So like, you'd think I would start with that first. Like, there is a Belmont in this game. You don't play as him, but he's here. Dang, or I don't know. I'll have to look that up. There's no way we're gonna beat this game all at in one sitting anyway. There we go. Extra spooky. He looks like a Castlevania character, don't he? They've got a certain look. They look like you went back to the middle, like the Dark Ages, right? And you took a really sad orphan and you suddenly gave them the most extravagant makeover possible. That's what Castlevania characters look like. Sad Dark Age orphans that got a really nice makeover. Looks like he's coming too. Where am I? Whoa, what happened? Aria, good morning. How are you doing today? Tell me he doesn't look like that though. The sadness in that man's eyes. He looks like he could be a JRPG protagonist, you know what I'm saying? That kind of sad. He bonked his head and he doesn't know what he's doing, but he's suddenly the most powerful character in the world and it's up to him to save it or something. How are you doing, friend? Alright. So you've decided to join us. Did you have a pleasant nap? I don't like your attitude, but I love your hair. Who the heck are you? It's okay, Selma. This is Genya Arikado. It's not a spoiler, because I don't even know if they actually reveal this in this game. Like, I don't think they ever actually come out and say it outright. That's Alucard, Dracula's son. And you actually play as him in, he's the main character in Symphony of the Night. Which, goes accordingly. We're going to play Symphony of the Night after this one. Skip the introductions. I have a few questions I need to answer now. I need answers now. Right. Go ahead. Why have you come here? Dude, I got absorbed. It's not my fault. Alright, well, Mina and I... Hang on, where are we? We're in Dracula's castle. Well, thank you. That explains everything. Dracula's castle? Are you telling me we're in Europe? No, we're inside the solar eclipse. I love how in this world, this game world is meant to be, like, very similar to ours, but, like... No, like, Dracula's just an established character in history. Like, he's just actually existed. It's our universe plus literal Dracula, which I think is just wild. You'd think that would affect more than that. Like, there would be stuff going on once vampires become canon in reality, right? Oh, I got it. I'll skip the talking. We can get to playing then. Hold on. I love this game so much. This is my favorite Castlevania, but it's very different from the anime. But the anime's really good. I've only seen the first season. I've been meaning to catch up, but it's a really good first season. The anime is based on not exactly one of them. It's mostly based on Castlevania 3. All of the main characters, I don't know if did Grant ever make it into the anime? I don't remember him. But Grant, Alucard, the Magic Girl, Sepha or Selpha or You know what I'm talking about, her. And like Trevor Belmont. Those are the characters you play as in Castlevania 3. It's mostly that story. Because chronologically, Castlevania 3 is supposed to be the first one in like time order. So that's why they started with that. It's a good anime though. I watched it a while back. Like I've been meaning to get back around to. He's really yeah. I promise this doesn't matter. My friend here got hurt. I killed. Well, mostly he killed some enemies, and I absorbed one of their souls, and now we got to go find a way to save my friend, like you do. All right, can I use my? Oh, I would love to use the joystick for this. Hold on. Can I? Would you let me, please? Also, very important question. Ari, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I've gotten so used to using my joystick for 2D platforming. I hate it. I'm mad. But the fun in this game is yeah, this is one of the later ones. So you have like stats and stuff. You got equipment you can do. You got souls and stuff. But where's my oh yeah, so you got a map. We got 0.3% filled up. But this whole thing gets full. It's a big castle. I can't help but to feel like some of my buttons may be overlapping because my attack button is also the cancel button. And I guess like maybe that does seem like the most definitive way to say no to somebody, by attacking them. So like, yeah. I mean, that's just an excuse not to work. Like that's not even on you. You can't either. You couldn't do anything about it. So that's a free day off. Like, what are they gonna do? Complain? First in-person class tomorrow. That sounds exciting though. Not sure if you want to talk at all about what you're going to school for, but that sounds fun. I'm pretty sure there has to be a weapon or something these guys are going to give me, because this knife is not doing it for me. As far as I know, I can only steal a shirt from them, though. It has been a while. I mean, I kind of want to get their, like, spirit at least, right? That's the thing. Like, if you put me in a game where you can collect stuff, I will collect everything, and I cannot stop. My brain will scream at me if I don't. I'm pretty sure it was Richter, now that I'm thinking about it. I was originally going to go to school myself, but you know how kids make dumb mistakes? I was a kid and I made a dumb mistake. Oh. That's the language I speak. I'm familiar. Not well, but I have a little bit of experience. And let me just say, you also speak English, and there you go. So you've been around. Gotta say, you're starting on some. You got a very solid foundation. Much harder to major in English when you have to learn English first. You can skip the whole first semester. Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. All right, money. You don't forget, Dracula likes to hide change in his candles. Really? You're really just not going to give me that spirit, are you? I'm mad. It's a bad spirit and everything. Like, it sucks, but I want it. How much experience do I have? 7 more zombies, I think, and we're going to hit level 2, so let's just do that and get out of here. I'm not about wasting it out. Like, if I was playing this by myself, I would absolutely stand here and grind to, like, level 6. I do not care. But, you know, we have to actually, you know, be a professional streamer. Literature. I mean, if you want to. Hey, there's a weapon. Bats. Speaking of literature, I mean, it's such a weird question to ask, but like, I don't know if it's just me, but I've talked to some other people, and they've told me similar. I always thought it was like a result of being overly stimulated by things like technology. Anymore, if I'm not talking and checking Facebook and playing a game and watching something like all at the same time, I don't feel right. Like, I feel anxious. I need to be doing multiple things at once. And if you're reading, you really can't do that. You have to be just reading. Like, you could try, but at least for me, it's just like, when you're reading, you just have to be reading. So, like, I haven't been doing nearly as much reading as I used to. And part of me thought that was maybe, like, busy life, but now I don't do anything ever, so that can't be right. I really think it's just like, I don't feel right when I'm doing just one thing. But, do you deal with that at all? And slash, do you get any reading done? Are you a fan of reading still? Because I like to read, but yeah, I tried. It's harder than it used to be, it seems. Okay, there's my slide. I say harder than it used to be because, like, I guess, like, to clarify, if I'm only doing one thing, my mind has a way of wandering. And with my mental business, when my mind wanders, it's like, it gets very bad very quickly. So I can't let my mind wander, so by extension I have a hard time reading, because it just wanders. It's rough. Yeah, it's like, I try to describe it, but like, I've met a couple other people who said they dealt with similar business like that. Yeah, I mean, I was just trying to figure out why that was, but it definitely seems to be a thing that people deal with, not just me, but do you get any reading done though? Like, I'm guessing you do, right? Because, like, I don't know, I don't want to assume. This is my way of asking you if you like to read, because it seems like, you know, the whole English thing, but maybe not. I try not to make assumptions. Eat it. All right. Good job, team. We got him. Ah. That sounds nice. Yeah, it's, I enjoy reading, but yeah, like, my mind wanders, and it's just like, well, besides my mind wandering, I need to take my medicine so I don't start feeling worse really badly. It's an issue. It takes a while to kick in, so I usually just need to preemptively take some throughout the day. And it makes me very spacey, and I end up, like, reading the same sentence over and over again. It's rough, but I do enjoy it. It's just, it's gotten more difficult, which is funny to say, because you would think reading would be a challenge. Difficult in a way you wouldn't expect. I'm not sure if you're reading anything currently. Actually, I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I've got a webcam on, so here's what I'm reading right now. Wild Sheep Chase. Not sure if you've heard of Murakami, but he writes these really trippy, bizarre books. Like Like, just otherwise bizarre, but kind of psychological, like, just kind of... No, it's hard to explain. Don't know. But he's a good writer. It's like, okay, so it's like, if you're all familiar with the book Alice in Wonderland, Murakami, M-U-R-A. The book Alice in Wonderland, like how that's written, like Alice is like really just says nonsensical stuff in a matter-of-fact way. It's very similar to that. Like I can't describe it very well, but if you're all familiar with that, it's like that, but think more like drab, where Alice in Wonderland was like fantastical, like, you know, it was bizarre and there's all this like strange stuff happening, but in more of like a enchanted forest kind of way. This is like, no, this is 1990s, middle of the city, and people are sad a lot, but also everything's strange like Alice in Wonderland. Oop. Sorry, Miles came over.
Hey, sweetie. Hey. Cutie bug. Ooh woo.
Defoe, good morning. How are you doing today?
Papa.
Love you, bug. Oh, that's fun. I'm glad. Yeah, this emulator's garbage with audio. So the only way I could play this was either having the game be oppressively loud or having the audio alerts be nearly inaudible. So my fix to that was I had to turn the audio alerts off so I could turn this game, because yeah, like if the audio alerts were on right now, you wouldn't be able to hear them. So I just figured that's one of the few secret areas I remember. I used to play this a lot back in high school, but oh god, that was like 60 years ago. Yeah, eat it. We haven't got any spirits yet. That's actually disappointing. That one there helps you find secret walls. Yeah. Oh, and then I actually just got a trilogy of books in the mail recently. I peruse a website called Book Depository, and they're really good. They sell used books for like a few dollars each, and they're free shipping. It's wild. So I got the 3 Body Problem trilogy of books. Didn't even realize that the third one was as chunky as it is. Like, look how chunky that third one is. Oh, chonking around, being confident in its own body. Oh, I'm proud of you. All right. I'm looking forward to that. That's like a more of a sci-fi thing that I've heard is really good. So I'm also looking forward to that one. But all 3 of those were like $26, $27 and free shipping. It was wild. Like, it. Let me tell you, if you're not keen on Book Depository, they don't even need to sponsor me. I'll just tell you about it. Although if they wanted to sponsor me, I wouldn't say no to it. Hey, we got Special power finally. Yeah, I'm just trying to find an excuse to sell out. I'm trying. So you have your offensive ability. There's a passive ability, I believe.
Miles, stop.
And like one that's like for platforming. So like this one here, for example. Yeah. So you can still use it like you would a power, but it helps you. It doesn't use, you don't use it to fight. You use it to get around. Yeah. Oh, there's also a secret final area of this game. It's like after you beat the boss, if you have the correct 3 souls, like the 3 exact souls you need when you beat the final boss, you unlock an entirely new section of the castle and another final boss. It's fantastic. Oh God, I'm sorry, but what I'm hearing is you need more bookshelves. No, I'm sorry, I'll stop, but I mean, I respect you, so I'm not going to because you told me not to, but just know that I would really like to talk you into buying some more books. But, you know, I won't, but, you know, just so you were aware, if you decided to make that choice, that's fine. So, you know, it's none of my business, but you know what my recommendation is. I know it sucks because you always like you buy books so much faster than you read them, right? I do. Like I get a little bit of reading done, but my God, I be buying books. Ooh, sounds good to me. Nothing wrong with that. You can have just one book if you really enjoy it. There's nothing wrong with that in the least. The important thing is that you have a book you enjoy. Miles, stop. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? Right. I used to be a manga, like, I don't want to say snob. Okay, so like, back when I was in like 6th grade, middle school, when I first started getting into manga, it was an entirely different scene than it is now. Like, if you wanted to watch something, like anime was nearly non-existent. You had Sailor Moon, you had Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of Naruto, and like some other really obscure stuff. If you went to the video store, you could probably find a copy of like Akira or something if you were really lucky, but like that was it. So like if you wanted to get into that stuff, it was manga or nothing. It was manga or Dragon Ball Z, that was it. So, like, yeah, Dragon Ball Z is great and all, but so I read a lot of manga when I was around that age, middle school, early high school, and I still have a few manga that I'm really fond of. But yeah, I'm a total weeb. I am weeb trash. Oh man, watch a lot of anime. Kind of curious about what kind of anime you like now, though. Same with you, Defoe. I think you watch a little bit of anime, don't you? Maybe? Don't want to make assumptions. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z is great, but you like options, right? I will say, Dragon Ball Z, as much as I love Dragon Ball Z, I mean, it's not bad, but it's also not great. I'm not gonna bad talk Dragon Ball Z because that's my childhood, right? But I've said before, any anime that takes more than 12 episodes to tell a story, they're doing something wrong, right? I've seen so many good anime that take 10 to 12 episodes to tell a full, complete, satisfying story. So, like, I have a hard time justifying any anime that goes on for hundreds of episodes, because you know how many good shows you could watch in that time instead of this one? It's hard for me. It's like, I don't care how good this 500 episode show is, it's not as good as the 40 other shows I could have watched in that time. Is my reasoning to that. There's a lot of good stories out there, right? Ah, I mean, that does sound fun. I haven't heard of it, which is actually interesting to me. Yeah, like, I'm on the fence whether I want to criticize it or not. It's just the time thing. Like, any shonen fighter has a problem with, like, filler episodes. Like, we all joke about Dragon Ball Z, like, just entire episodes of people just standing around screaming. Right. But I still like the show, so it's conflicting. Not great, but like I would never recommend it. But at the same time, if you're a fan of anime, you've probably seen it already, right? Like, it's just one of those classics. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't recommend it, but it probably doesn't need to be recommended, right? Really, buddy? Knock it off. I'm almost dead. Treasure? 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 Rude. Treasure. Can I attack downward? Hold on. What kind of special attacks do I got? Throw a spear. What's that? Is that like up an attack, I think? Yes. Okay, that doesn't help me. That's fine. There's probably nothing on the floor anyway. I keep forgetting I have this backdash. It's very useful. Because you move faster backwards than you do forward. So if you're just trying to dodge, do one of them. Whoops. Very rude. When I say recently, I think it was just yesterday actually. Wow. Yesterday and the day before, it took me 2 days, so I can't watch a full season of an anime in one day like I used to. Now it takes me 2 days. It's very sad. I'm getting old. I used to be able to sit down and watch just 12 episodes of an anime. Let's get tired. Wow, okay, if I'm being fair to myself. Really? Now, if I'm being fair to myself, there's the amount of medicine I take that makes me tired. Like, yeah, I watch 5 or 6 episodes and I need to lay down. Like, it's no fun watching it if you can't keep your eyes open. So I'm gonna be forgiving, and just that's probably a medication thing. But no, I've watched that again last couple days, and it is one of my favorites. One of my top 3 favorites, I would say, probably. Right. So that doesn't sound familiar either, and I'm surprised by that. Usually I keep up on anime and stuff, but I guess recent years I kind of trailed off. Like, yeah, I don't keep up on things like I used to. I really need to stop taking damage. Like, we need to not die, right? Or at least try to. If we find a checkpoint, we'll be alright. If we find a better weapon, we'll be even better, right? Oh, I don't know if I told you the one I was watching anyway. Hold on. Erased. If you've never seen Erased, it's one of my favorites. Gets me in the feelings. I'm a big fan of anime that give you feelings, right? As much as I like just really muscular dudes like shooting beams of energy at each other, you know, I like having a little bit of feelings every once in a while. If you're in the market for an anime that'll make you cry, I'm the person to ask, let me tell you. I keep a list. I know a few anime that'll make you feel like you just got done being punched in the heart over and over again. In a good way. Really? Yeah. I turned around and then slid towards him. What's wrong with me? God, I'm not even like drunk or anything. I'm just playing like I am. Where's the next checkpoint? Christ, what's... Look at this. Okay. You see those rooms to the right there? That little square one directed to the right of me, a couple rooms? I gotta think that's gonna be the save point. I could not get into Your Lie in April. I've been meaning to go back and watch it again. It couldn't, it did not grab me. Like, I don't know if it was, I felt like the writing was a little bit stilted, like a little, but it was long enough ago now where it might have just been me being stupid. Like, you know how the younger version of yourself often has really dumb opinions on stuff? Trust me, I know all about it. So I'm not sure if that was just a me issue or if I just genuinely didn't like the writing. But I'm meaning to go back and check it out again. Alright, we finally got a save point. I hate Dead Man Wonderland so much. I hate it so much. Because, yeah, the first episode, it gives you a premise that is so interesting. You really want to watch it. And then it's just like, no. That creative thing we were going to do? No. We're not going to do that. In case anyone's not familiar with Dead Man Wonderland, it's like it's a world where prisoners on death row are made to compete in like these over-the-top like Wipeout style games. They're running through obstacle courses and getting bonked by boulders and stuff. And I mean bonked like they die. They're competing, and if they win, they live. It's really morbid, but like, I mean, there's a lot of like death game shows now, right? Like Squid Game is a good one, and it wasn't the first one to do that, but like it's a popular one. So it's like that. It's just over the top. Like, it says a lot about who we are as people, right? Like, the fact that people would pay to see that is a thing that probably, yeah. Capitalism be wacky. But after the first episode, they're just like, no, we're no longer going to talk about that. We went out, now that we've established that that's a thing going on, we're not going to address it ever again. Instead, we got this main character you don't like, and he's going to be walking through like dark hallways. There's going to be a dark, just empty room. Dark corridors, and he's going to just get in fights with people because now it's a shonen fighter. Now there's this boy punching other dudes in dark hallways. That's what the show's about now. People punching each other in hallways. It's very disappointing. Like, great, that's what I wanted in an anime. That's something I've never seen before. People punching each other. And I'm mad. I'm sorry, Defoe. I know you like it. I don't mean to. The reason it makes me so mad is because they teased you with a much better show. It bothers me. It's the same reason I didn't like Sword Art Online. They give you a really good premise and they just screwed it all up. Hello there. You're human, aren't you? Relax, my name is Graham. Let's just say I'm a missionary. Graham, either you're a bad guy or you're flirting with me. And the reason I bring it up is because I'm not interested. Oh, Soma Cruz, right. You weren't here in the shrine before, were you? How did you get here? I'm not sure. I went through the shrine gate and boom, I was here. Does this matter? Hold on. Can I ask you a question? Go ahead, I don't mind. It's true that this is Dracula's castle. Bruh, you're fighting zombies. How many People own zombie castles. Perspective, Soma. I know a lot of people who got into, God, what was it? It was another one I hate. I can't remember the name. There's a, that's bothering me. I'm about to look it up. There's another one that I got it, I hate that one sec. I can't talk and type at the same time. You know? But there's, one that I really hate that I know a lot of people love, and it's, I genuinely believe it's for the same reason. Because it's just really angsty and the character's brooding all the time, and it's all set in like dark alleyways at nighttime. Come on, where'd you go? This matters to me now. Oh, why? Why though? I mean, I may have just hallucinated the whole thing. Hold on. I mean, fingers crossed. Is that just like... Wait. Nah, this is what the stream's about now. I apologize. If I don't look it up now, it'll eat me alive. So, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, Tokyo Ghoul, that one. Okay, that's what it was. I hate Tokyo Ghoul so much. There we go, that's what it is. I'm sorry I had to take a detour, that was important to me. I need to be able to tell you guys the stuff I hate, because I'm a nerd and that's how we are. But it's very just angsty and dark and brooding. There's Dracula's castle in Europe somewhere. In theory, yes, but his true castle exists somewhere else. His true castle. Yes, it's a well-known fact. In the underworld, do you believe in vampires? No! Homie, you just fought a giant skeleton demon. I love that. We're skipping this. Basically, he's saying the reason Dracula keeps coming back in the first place is because his true castle, the castle in Europe, is just like a reflection, like a physical manifestation of his castle, but it's not the real thing. Think of like if a person, like a god, can have an like a physical avatar. That's his castle's avatar, kind of, I guess. The true version of his castle's inside of this solar eclipse. That's where we are right now. It's just dark and brooding, and it's just unpleasant and miserable and sad, and like don't get me wrong, I love sad stuff, absolutely all day. There's an art to it. You can't just like have a bunch of miserable people with bad stuff happening to them and be like, look, it's sad, and that makes it good. No, it really doesn't. It's just unpleasant to watch. Oh, you might like it, I don't know. It's just like, why am I watching this show if I hate every character? Ouch. It's like, yeah, like the Like, the whole show is dark and gross looking. Every character's unlikable. It's just like... just unpleasant. Someone's a spirit that will fight evil. Hey guys, my job is done. You'll love to see it. Alright, ghost buddy. Oh! Wait. Is it just random? Oh my god. Welp. Alright. You know... tell you what, if we bump into a really big boss, that's gonna be the ticket. Right. What about the bat? What does the bat do? No. Is it? Alright. I say I never read the manga, so I can't speak on that, but the whole, it's just like, the anime is all just like gray. The color palette is gray. It's all alleyways and gray. It's all just like the dreariest thing you've ever seen in your life. Which isn't bad, but like when you got that and like just all unlikable characters, it's just like all around unpleasant. I don't need a show to be cheery or anything, but I don't know. It's different to me. There's a difference there, but I'm having a hard time explaining myself. I'm bad with words. Yeah. Oh god, you know what? Oh, okay, so this might age me a bit, but you know, like manga and anime, they're like, they're still like around, right? Like, you know, it's an older one, but back when I was in school, all of the there was a genre of not like vampire kids, but yeah, like emo weebs. There we go, emo weebs, right? And Rosario Vampire was just like the best. Like I know so many people in high school who would just like get up in arms. Like that was the hill they would die on. That was the best thing ever made. And I just think that's interesting because I really disliked it, but if we're being fair, it also looked very pretty. Like the art was great, but that's when you said pretty anime, that's the first thing that popped in my head, because that one was like the art was really like pretty, yeah, not just good. I would say actually like elegant even. There's a difference between just good art and pretty art, right? Yeah, we're getting hurt a lot. Let's not die. I forgot how open this castle is. I've got no idea where we're going. I'll be honest, I expected to walk into like a wall at some point to halt our progress. Like, oh, we shouldn't be going this way. But we're just kind of like traveling. I've not heard of it. But I also don't watch things on Netflix. I don't have Netflix. I've watched a couple things on, like, a couple Netflix shows, but that was just like, I heard about them independently and I just downloaded them. That does remind me though, is it a horror thing? The reason I ask is because there's a old NES game called Sweet Home, and that was a horror game. And it would be crazy to think that that was an adaptation of that, but I would love it if it was. That was a horror game, right? I said that, yeah. You know, you gotta kill some weeds with some spears, and that's just, you know, that's business, baby. We got another boss fight. I really don't have any better. We did pick up another. I'm an idiot. We've had. And armor. What is wrong with me? Wild. It is a horror thriller based on. Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, say I am just familiar with Sweet. Like they're like it's funny because Sweet Home is kind of like not a. It's kind of a weird sounding name. Like you don't. I wouldn't have expected a lot of different things to have that name, but maybe I'm wrong. But I do enjoy some horror. A little bit. I may be into it. So I don't think that thing is this guy isn't big enough to capitalize on this. I would have to get really close to this boss too, and I don't want to. I'd rather focus on defense. Ouch. Miles? Come on.
I love you dearly. You can't be jumping on my desk.
Not when I've got like piles of books and stuff on it. Oh my god. I'm not sure because, like I said, it's kind of funny that they they would have ended up at that name independently of each other. But like maybe I don't know. I'm about positive it's just a play on Home Sweet Home. Christ, buddy. Like, yeah, it has to be just like Home Sweet Home, right? Like, I guess it's not that uncommon, but it's just, that's the first thing that popped into my brain when you said it. Be honest, I don't exactly know my way around webtoons. You guys probably know a lot more than I do. Gotta apologize, I'm fighting the urge to turn off my webcam. Okay, right. Thank you. It is very nice of you to say. I'm doing my best. It's easier when I only have to show part of my face. Yeah. It's just, it's my hair situation I'm not happy about. Yes, I don't know webtoon, webcomics. And I don't know, I try to keep up on manga and stuff. And old NES games, that's like my business. So that's what I know. Oh. That does sound interesting. Yeah, I'm sad about it, but there's nothing we can do, you know. If the world was fair, something. Ma'am, stop. Durga, knock it off. I will say, if you're a mythology fan, Castlevania, this is like right there. Half of the monsters in this game are just creatures from different folklore around the world. Hey. Alright, we got ourselves a more of a beefy weapon. No, really. I thought this one was like... I thought this was one of the bigger swords. It's not, I guess. It's still a minor damage upgrade, though, so that's nice. You like doing more damage, right? You try to. Bet you're wondering, you're like, bees. You're saying out loud to yourself, unaware that I can't hear you. You're like, bees, why are you collecting all of this money? Why do you need money in Dracula's castle? That's a good question. Oh, right, yes. There's a guy at the entrance who will sell you stuff. That's why. Oh, you just throw those things, right. Gotcha. That provides a protective barrier. As much as I'd like to throw myself into danger, that's probably a good idea. Yeah. So, like... I'm not sure... How much does it protect? Alright. That seems to be... That'll help for boss fights. I can just stand there and wail on some dudes. Right. So it doesn't protect from everything. So honestly, I'm gonna switch that out just because if I have that active, I know myself well enough to know that I would be a lot more inclined just to throw myself in danger because I have a shield up. I would be taking more damage as a result of that thing. Yeah, it's all about knowing your limitations, and that's a limitation of mine. Hubris. I think we're right by another boss room. Coming up soon. Maybe right here. Oh, good idea. Appreciate you, Defoe. Have a nice time. Be safe. Okay. The way we're walking through this castle, it's like... We've not bumped into a single dead end yet. I'm just like ambling around. I've got no idea where we're going. Like, look at this. I haven't been checking for directions. I've just been periodically amazed that we haven't run into a dead end, so I bring up the map. Like, we're doing a decent job navigating this business. Considering I haven't played this since, like, high school. Rude. Pig, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? We are... Like, I say that because we're getting further and further into the castle when I don't want to be, so things are getting stronger and stronger. Can I... I'm trying to get... Like, that thing up there is bothering me. No, no. Buddy, knock it off. Stop it. Why are you so slow? Okay, it's fine. Okay. Potion. I'll find a save point somewhere. He just backed up into me. Right. I mean, yeah. If it works, right? Leave me alone. Please be a save. Thank you. Oh, bless your soul. Alright. Oh, fantastic. We are just wandering aimlessly, but apparently we're going in the right direction. So the thing about Castlevania is like, you need to fight certain bosses and acquire certain abilities to get in different areas. So like you'll be in one section of the castle getting an ability to let you into another section of the castle, which gives you an ability to let you do another section of the castle. So you're frequently bumping into dead ends trying to find the next place you're supposed to go. We've not done that yet. We're just like, we're either doing very well or I don't know. I guess we're just doing it. Hey, it's another person. Hey, you're some, aren't you? You must be him. You don't know me. Yes, but who are you? That name is entirely made up. That's not a human name. You're a ghost or something. A member of the church. Oh, come on, really? I disagree. Would a member of the church recognize me? Yeah. Okay, so that's what it is. They never outright call him Alucard, but he's Alucard. This is the little bit of thing that clues you in. Right. Alucard also works with the church. Because he doesn't like Dracula either. I did meet him, but he told me about you and asked me to help you if you were in trouble. Ricardo said that. It's hard to believe. Well, he may seem cold at first, but he's actually quite a decent guy. Maybe looking out for you because you share the same dark powers. Wait, you say my powers are dark? The writing is immaculate in this game, let me tell you. We're just... I have the power to rule over and command monsters. Good morning, Big. How are you doing today? Rule over monsters, I have no desire to do that. It comes as naturally as breathing for you, so you may not realize it yet. Oh, dark power. It doesn't mean it's evil. It's like a weapon. Its user decides whether to use it for good or evil. Well, when you put it that way, I feel a little bit better. Since I got this power, I've begun to lose my sense of self. Like, 6 minutes ago. I appreciate it, Big. You gotta see the pro tip. You gotta turn it off, turn it back on. Just none of this matters. You've seen a man named Graham. Graham, yes, I met him earlier. Be wary of that man. I believe that he will inherit Dracula's powers. No way. He did look like a bad guy. Or he did not look like a bad guy. I think I'm biased because he really does look like a bad guy. Like, he really does. Got a bridge to sell you. What? Is that an expression I don't know about? Don't be fooled by his appearance. He's not who you think he is. I must be going. Gotta find Graham. See you around. Later. Be safe. It's funny nobody in this game decides to travel together. It'd be so much safer, right? Curses. So you haven't noticed what the curse does is it drains all of your magic power. We got ourselves a Minotaur. Well, oops. I gotta not go backwards. I turn around and then I use the backdash, and I end up dashing into them. You don't want to do that. If you can help it. Randomly, you're going to want to hit walls because they're secret walls. So, like, if a wall looks suspicious, you go ahead and smack that wall. Boss fight? Hey. Got ourselves a boss fight. I'm trying to remember which one it is. It can't be the headhunter. There's no way. That they would be this early. So I guess we'll see. So this door is fun. If you're facing it, it closes. If you face away from it, it opens. so you just gotta do one of these. Lets you in. Oh, I know there was a boss fight right back there, but like, there's more stuff up ahead. Hold on. I am curious to see who that boss is. It can't be the it might be the clay golem actually. I haven't played this since high school, but I think it might be the clay golem. Because the headhunter should be later on. Hey. Whip sword. So same offense, but it should have a much better range. Yeah. It might be slightly slower because the animation takes longer, but better range. It'll give us an excuse to play a little more defensively. I'm guessing this is going to be a clay golem, but I might be wrong. I was wrong. I forgot this guy was even a boss. You fight other versions of this guy later on. I didn't realize this one was like here. Really? Are you? Really? I feel kind of bad. He's just minding his own business. He's just practicing dancing. Really? He's attacked me twice. And even then, just barely yet. Oh, I'm the bad guy. Man, he probably lived here. He's like, "Excuse me, sir, could you help me? I'm bigger than both of the doors. I can't get out." And then I start attacking him. Right? That's probably what happened. Because he was bigger than the doors. It's a shame. Oh, this guy. You hear that music? Let me tell you this guy's name. I want you to guess this guy's name. Hold on, I'm going to take a drink of coffee. I want you to guess this man's name. Based on how he looks in the music. Or don't let me tell you what to do. I'm going to take a drink of coffee, though. I like this guy. He's friendly, and he's the one who sells you stuff. So all the money we've been collecting, he'll sell you weapons and stuff. You're a real monster, you know that? Alright. Yeah, I was confused. I thought you were naming him Eyebrows. Or you did name him Eyebrows. Okay, yeah. I need coffee. Hold on. Alright, for everyone who was going to submit their answers, here we go. His name's Hammer. I love that. It's like his parents knew. They looked at him as a baby. He came out with like a beard and mustache and like obviously a bald head, but like a beard and a mustache. And they're like, yes, his name's Hammer. And then the doctor's like, where's that music coming from? I gotta do some push-ups though, don't I? We're making jokes because that's ridiculous, right? But he's actually a cool dude. Like, he's friendly. And he sells you a lot of really nice gear. He's actually... I mean, I'm fond of Alucard because he's really cool and he plays him in Symphony of the Night. But besides him, I think Hammer's the only good, likable character in this game. Because you play as Soma, and Soma's not a bad dude, but he's also kind of an idiot. So, like, Hammer might be my favorite dude. Alright, let's do some push-ups. Where's my I need to talk to Becky about making a workout animation for Maple. Maple, where's your there we go. I don't have a workout animation for hers, so anytime I just throw up her dance animation. You dance hard enough, that's working out, right? My name's a Hammer. See, Hammer is his surname. His given name is Armin. Alright, let's do some push-ups. God, I haven't done everyone always chooses squats. I just like... no one never makes me do push-ups. This is probably not going to end well. Alright.
Hey, sweetie.
Maybe your breast stings. Hold on, I'm actually going to do that just enough where you can see Ellie, because she's on my bed. I stop petting her and she reaches out like if you're petting her and you stop, she'll reach out to grab you. All right.
Oh, hey, Papa. Down here. One. Two. Three. Four.
Oh. You know, I'm very out of shape. That should not make me as tired as it does, but it does. Meanwhile, Hammer's just watching us. Look at him over there, staring. Fitness pizza in my mouth. Oh, I got a meme with a dog on it that says that. Big fan of dogs, big fan of pizza. See, I have the option just to toggle it on, like, just leave it on if I want to. What the purchase does is, I've got a program that lets people, like, interact with my OBS in chat. So really all it does is, whenever you do !champ, it just toggles this thing on and off for me. But I can do it manually if I wanted to. It's really interesting how that works. Oh, Shiny, that's you. I saw a red name. I assumed it was Defoe. How are you doing today? Appreciate you stopping by. We're talking to Hammer. My favorite dude. God, now I want pizza, though. Man. You do 5 push-ups, and all of a sudden you start having cravings. He's bailed on his mission. He's a mercenary, got paid to show up here, but some really scary stuff happened, so he took off. Honestly, that's fair. Like, I just fought a dude as tall as 5 dudes, so... yeah. We did just get our double jump, though, and between that and our glide, we can get most places now. So that'll let us to nearly anywhere we want to go now. We gotta not make dumb mistakes. You know, I'd be making mistakes. frequently. I never stop. Man, look at that range, though. Now I can actually stay out of range of most things and hit them. Like this guy, look at that. It's borderline not fair. Right. But yeah, that lion wheel thing. It's another, like, there's a lot of creatures from mythology in this series. I think I am. There's some stuff around here somewhere. Was it over? Oh, no, hold on. One of the books is to the left, I know that. That book there. There's 3 books in this game, and each of them gives you a clue as to what one of the 3 spirits you need to get the final ending. So 3 books, they'll give you 3 clues, and each clue will... hold on. So like each clue is related to one of these. So there's a red one, a blue one, and a yellow one. And if you beat the final boss with the correct soul in each of these 3 slots, you'll unlock a final area of the game in the true final boss. It's fun. It's actually interesting because the book itself gives you a clue in its description, but if you look at the book itself, the cover actually has a picture of the monster in question. It's a really low res one, it's really blocky, but that's actually a tiny version of the monster that gives you the spirit you need. I think that's interesting. Because that book in particular tells you about how you need the fire demon soul. And that is what a fire demon looks like in this game. Ellie? Yeah, I heard. Ma'am? Oops. Right. There's some weapons that you swing downward. Those are going to be really nice, because right now we can hit stuff right in front of us. Very little we can do about stuff above us. So that's, hopefully we're going to get one of those. Oops. Didn't realize he could throw it right in front of him like that.
Stop.
Castlevania, or Super Castlevania 4 for Super Nintendo let you attack in all 8 directions. You can attack up, down, diagonal. Like it was great for that. It's funny because most of the games don't do that. Oh heck, man! I'm sorry, Pig. If I could fix it for you, I would. Tell it I said it needs to knock it off. Or don't let me tell you what to do. It's tough out there. Do your best. Proud of you. I'm sorry, but once I see a Buick-sized spider with a lady coming out of its forehead, I'm leaving the castle. I don't care what else is going on around here. They can solve their own problems. Right. You figured out I'm out of here. Yeah. Because, like, yeah. Yeah. Right, like, I'm sorry. It sucks, but, sucks to suck. You do it. I'm leaving. I love how he pushes the blocks, too. Look at this. Not using his arms or anything. He's just like shoving it with his torso. Look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, funny. Wait, hold on. That leads to a different area. This down here, weapon. I really want one of those, like, slashy swords. It's my favorite kind of sword. This is my favorite Castlevania. I played this so many times in high school. I've beaten this 100% many times, but I haven't played it since high school. So this is... It's funny how you play a game so much, and then you forget about it for so long. I've not played this in forever. There we go. This gives us a little more chance against things that come at us from above. This is Game Boy Advance. No, now we're gonna have to... fine. I nudged it, so we gotta... There we go. Oops. That's fine. I want a weapon that does that, really. It's much easier to fight stuff. Gives more of a range. It's alright, there isn't much of a story. It's... I went on a field trip and, oh no, now I'm in Dracula's castle. That's the story. It's very, I love these games. Like there's backstory and stuff, but by and large, the plot of the Castlevania games is Dracula, you knock it off, and then you go about, you set about on your adventure to make him knock it off. That's about it. Scarf. Hold on. Really? Not entirely sure. I cannot remember what luck does for us in this economy, but we're gonna, go with it anyway. Right. We did all of that down there. Now we've got double jumps, so all those gray tall areas, we may be able to... Well, not that second one. You see that really tall one with the 2 rooms on top? That one I don't think we can get into yet. Well, no, hold on. One of them we can't. That one we should be able to, because I think there's ledges. We'll see. Most of that area we should be able to get to now, though. Oh, we need to pay attention to our health. We're gonna die. Stop being a silly little guy. Dracula, you're on thin ice. I'm gonna be honest, I'm trying really hard to figure that name out. Disnecessor Rex? Discessororex. I'm gonna go with that. Good morning. I appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for coming to hang out. Hope you're doing well today. And we've got 20% of the map figured out. We're just kind of like wandering aimlessly. Oh, thank you. So I don't want to force a nickname on you, but ooh, I feel bad. Get people's names wrong. Rex, good morning. Appreciate you. We're about to die, aren't we? Let's not die if we can help it. Let's given the choice. Right. Now that we've got some of this cleared out, I can actually see where the save points are. Still need to not die, though. Just Dracula, knock it off. I love that. I love that so... Really. I love that so much. In this game, it's just like... a good chunk of enemies will just not be able to hit you if you're ducking. There's not much they can do about it. Like they're not really smart, right? They're like undead creatures, but still, it's funny to me. You would think there'd be like, you know, something they could do about it. Oh yeah, it is 10 p.m. where I'm at. I just always say good morning because to me, my take on it is any time you can have pancakes is morning. It's just easier for me to keep track if I just tell everybody good morning. And oops, there we go. And besides that, I've got friends on here from North America and Europe, so like there's a 5 to 7 hour time difference depending. So I really just say good morning all the time. Makes it easier. Right. Oh, we cut that real close, didn't we? I probably should be more careful. Brenner. Yeah, no, like, it's just so much easier to keep track of, like, just tell everybody good morning all the time. Right? Because, like, I'll be waking up at, like, 10 a.m. I'll be waking up at 10 p.m. Like, you know, it's the morning. Good morning. Hey! Rex, good morning. Thank you, rather. Good morning and thank you. I got good morning on my brain now. Thinking about them pancakes. Big old stack of flapjacks. Thank you for the follow. I'm being goofy. I appreciate stopping by. Welcome to our hive. Happy to have you. It's time to hydrate. Thank you, Ari. Appreciate you. Alright guys, we got reason to celebrate. We got a new hive mate today. Every stream we get a new hive mate is reason to celebrate. Yeah, it's reasonable. It's like good night to me is always like, it really does feel like synonymous with goodbye, like see you later. It's how you sign off. Good night. Like if I started a stream at 11 p.m., I couldn't begin it with good night, right? Like that seems weird, don't it? So what do we got going on? God, I probably could go back and scope out that area down there, right? Like I'm probably meant to. In fact, I'm about positive there's a warp room. I don't know if there's a prerequisite to use those warp rooms, but there are teleporting rooms that get you around the castle faster. So before we leave this section of the castle entirely, let's finish clearing out those rooms, I suppose. I was just in a rush to get to a safe point. We'll be alright now. We got our first passive ability. That's what that is. The yellow ones are passive, so that's just a stat boost. That's very nice. Oh, God, you love to see it. So this room here, you'll notice on the map there's that little gray square on the bottom left. We can't fill that out, so the map percentage is dependent upon the rooms that you turn blue. So you're like, how do you get there? There's a secret wall down there that lets you in that little corner. You can just barely see there's a room in there. You have to go around. I think it's like, you see that taller room to the left? I think you can break through the wall or something. Maybe. My memory's really foggy, but I used to complete this game regularly. God, that plus 4 damage. Oh, man. Happy about it. So... yeah. So this is the room here. As you see, you walk in here, you get the silk robe. If you come up here... lets you into that room. So now we completed that one. And this little square here took me a while to figure out. I was wandering around like trying to figure out how to get into that square for a good chunk of time. What does that robe do for me though? What does a robe do for me in this economy? Intelligence. Me? I disagree. Yeah, ghosts. Oh, they're waltzing. Oh Christ, they're doing the cha-cha slide. You ever wonder, hundreds of years from now, you know how like we have ghosts from like ye olde times? You ever wonder in like a couple hundred years there's going to be like ghosts from modern day? The people are going to be haunted by like ghosts wearing snapbacks and they're going to be doing the stanky leg. Like, you ever think about that? Hot sauce time. I'm going to take a shot of hot sauce. You guys are going to think about that. It's working ghosts. Oh. You're sleeping and you wake up in the middle of the night. You're like, do I hear clapping? Alright. Shout out to Tapatio for being so delicious. Appreciate you for commenting on that. I was trying to keep it together. Calm and composed, but I'm really tempted to laugh, so I'm trying not to. Hot sauce time. Yeah, look at that. Whoa. Right. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's a doozy. It's on the warmer, like it's still a regular commercial hot sauce, so it's like not ultra hot. It's one of those like name brand ones, one of the mass produced name brand ones. It's on the hotter end of those ones, and it's very tasty. It burns, but my God, does it taste good. Alright. I love fighting these guys in here. They just kind of go to throw a rock at you and it bonks the ceiling, and yeah. Oh. Alright, Defoe, I'm proud of you. Thanks for hanging out. Good luck on your business. What is that? That is 319 followers. That is wild. Thank you guys. You're all wonderful. All the time. Even when you don't think you are. Ah. Really? That was wildly unnecessary. Ah. I was gonna check to see if there's any more hidden walls or treasure or something, but doesn't seem like it. Okay. So just that room with the ghost waltzers, I don't know if we can actually get in there yet. Even with our double jump, I don't think we can reach that. So I think that's gonna be about it. Yeah. Alright, let's get out of here. Because I also don't want to die. God, that candle smells so much better than I remember. What is that? Papaya passion? Papaya, passion fruit, and coconut? It's a good one. It's a really pretty candle. Longtime viewers of the show will know that I love candles. It's a really easy way to make your place real cozy, right? Having a nice candle makes your living arrangement a lot more comfortable. So like, yeah, there's no way up there yet. Miles lays on my lap, like that's his favorite spot. If I'm ever sitting cross-legged on my bed, he knows about it. He has like a sixth sense that knows. And he will always climb in my lap. And he'll just lay there, sleep there, and my legs will always fall asleep. Like eventually at some point my legs are gonna fall asleep. I'm gonna figure out what to do next. But like I'm used to just sitting with my legs crossed, not being able to feel them. It's like I don't want to make it move, but it's a regular thing for me, yeah. So I'm tempted just to clear out that top right corner, so let's do that. In case there was something we missed. We've got double jump now. Like, I don't think there is, but there's lots of treasure hidden places. Yeah, see, there we go. A thing. Well, now we can reach it. Hold on. Looks like we can go over. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, last time we went under. He just gets so comfy, I feel bad making him move. But, like, he's a sweetheart. He'll lay next to me however I lay. Like, if I'm laying down, he'll lay on my chest. Any more Ellie saw him doing that. Hold on. Rex, you are new to the situation. I got some emotes of my cats just to give you a reference, because I'm a cat dad and we like to share pictures of our kids. So black one's Miles, Ellie's the ginger one, and Bella's there being all cute. But Miles loves to lay on my chest also, if I'm laying on my back. And Ellie saw him doing that, so now she does it too. And she's a lot heavier than Miles is, but like I can't make her move, I just have to deal with it, right? I love them. However I'm laying, they'll find a way to either smush themselves up against me or nap on top of me. Like, I'm okay with it, just sometimes, yeah, your legs fall asleep. Okay. Let's not kill every single thing we bump into, right? Like, we're looking for treasure. Yar. I don't know. Them experience points, though. So you really need to land on the top of that thing, right? Yeah. Seems like we can't yet. Well, can we go over? Hold on. Maybe. Yeah, it seems like it. Maybe. I love looking for treasure. Oh yeah, you gotta be having that potassium. One time recently I got really sick and got really dehydrated. My legs were just killing me, and I didn't even realize that, like, yeah, that apparently if you get dehydrated, your limbs start hurting. I didn't know that. What's that big bell for? If it has a purpose, I don't remember. Ooh, banana. Ah. I'm a big fan of bananas. Love bananas. Love banana bread. And if we're talking about candles, hold on. A while back, I found a candle that was banana walnut bread, and it was smelled so good. That's like not a scent you bump into very often, right? Like, have you ever bumped into a banana bread scented candle? Like, it's a weird one, but it smelled really good. My favorite candles are like the ones that smell like baked goods. So like cinnamon rolls and stuff like that. Or occasionally fruity ones. Like the one I've got lit right now is papaya, passion fruit, and coconut, and it is lovely. Like sweet and like tropical, but not way too strong. Like you run the risk of fruity candles being like really pungent, like just really strong. This one's like sweet and fruity, but not too bad. I think candles are an easy way to make your living arrangement more cozy, right? Always been a believer of that. And makes you more inclined to do some baking, right? If your whole house smells like cinnamon rolls, you get inclined. With any luck, I'll bake something after stream. I hope so, but it's always up in the air. Like, I've got no idea what I'm gonna do. It's a mystery to me as well, but I really hope I do. Okay, so that bit there we couldn't get up into, but I believe these other ones we should be able to. I'm not sure where the teleporting things are, but I'm kind of surprised we haven't bumped into one yet. I know, if you see those two taller rooms at the very left, the second one, I think, is that little room between them. I think that's a teleporting room, but I might be wrong. Yeah, like, it's just, even if you're just like getting it from a package and baking it yourself, there's just something like satisfying about making something yourself. And then you got like the smells, like in your head you know you didn't make it from scratch, but like there's just something satisfying about doing that kind of thing yourself. A little bit of pride, and then you get rewarded for it, right? Kind of spicy. Yeah, that's fun, because I've always like made jokes like, how do they know what a shooting star smells like? But I mean, there are some like pretty ones like that, though. I agree. Big fan of candles. To be honest, most scents I like. There's a few I don't like pine. I'm not a fan of, not really. Like that fresh linen feels kind of like, smells kind of stuffy to me, but there's also some really interesting candles out there. I've bumped into candles that were like, they smelled like an old book. It was wild. That old book smell. You can actually, there's a way to sequence break this game really bad, like really hard. Over here. That ledge there. You can get onto that, I think that's the ledge. You can get onto that ledge so much sooner than you're supposed to. If that's the one I'm thinking of. There's a ledge in a room like this. Like, it looks like this. I'm not sure if this is the exact room, but there's the ledge like that you can, if you're really slick about it, you can get on top of, and you're not meant to until way later. And there's like a cutscene in there with one of the characters that you like, it's one of the last cutscenes with one of the characters, and you can trigger it before you meet that character. It's funny. I'll have to see if I can remember where it is and how to do it. Like, it's too late now, we've met everybody already, but next time, right? It's early enough in the game where I may just be able to, if I remember where it is, I can just start up a new file and do it. I think it's funny. There's also the bit where you can play as a Belmont, right? And they handle entirely differently. They've got like uppercut attacks and stuff. It's wild. It's basically an entirely different game. Well, we got a copper plate, so if we ever find anything we need to eat, we'll be set. Right. Goodbye, brains. Sorry, brains. It was nice. It was nice being smart for a little bit. All right. But we just, there's no way we could say no to increasing our defense from 20 to 29. Like, that's just, yeah, that's happening. I'm sure you, well, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know if they're, because you can walk on them, right? Like you know, but just so everyone's on the same page, those rhino-looking things that breathe on you, you can stand on them. So, like, I imagine you could. I'm just, like, off the top of my head, I can't think of any, like, any of them, like, all of the ones that are there. I don't know if there's any hard-to-reach ledges that are in those rooms with them. But, like I said, I haven't played this since high school, so maybe. I wouldn't doubt it. It's off the top of my head, like, I'm trying to remember stuff. Little bits and pieces I can remember that stand out to me. Like, there's that fish thing that shoots by you in like one specific room that you have to use the time stop thing to get. That took me forever to do that one. There's also a weird fish creature that appears in exactly one room, and it doesn't even fight you, it just lays there. But it only has like a tiny percent chance of appearing. So you need to walk in and out of the room over and over and over again to make it appear. It's weird. It's a weird creature. There's some interesting stuff in this game. I completely missed that. I'm sorry, Big. Hold up. Poor janitor. If Dracula would stop keeping his spare change in candles, wouldn't be a problem. Okay, Big, if you were going through a house and you noticed that every lighting fixture had like dollar bills inside of it, you know, you'd probably do the same thing. Not even dollar bills, like some of these are some like big chunks of money. I'd smash someone's lamp if I knew there was $100 inside, is all I'm saying. Alright, so I don't know if we get into that water section. We might be able to do that water section now with a double jump. I think you need to have the ability that lets you walk on water. Soma Cruz is Jesus canonically, or something, I don't know. Probably don't say stuff like that, but I mean, you thought of it too, so, right. In canon, they're the same person, right? Oh god, guys, if you think about it, the Easter Bunny is Jesus' persona. Need more coffee. Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm not skilled enough to be doing any fancy glitches, but that's interesting. I'm actually kind of curious about that now. The Easter Bunny is Jesus' persona. So you think about that next Easter. Just Jesus in a bunny fursuit. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm like this. Okay, so that's the lance. It's slower, but look at this thing. From what I remember, this thing is beefy. Like a steak on top of another steak. 43 damage to 55 damage, but look at this thing. Look at this beast. Oh my god, yes. It's so slow. And we can't hit stuff above us anymore, but we went from 43 to 55. I'm keeping it. I mean, not in a bad way. Like, I've got some friends who are furries. No shame. Like, whatever you need to do to help you get through the day. Like, it's not my thing, but if that's what makes you happy, like, as long as you're not hurting anybody, you do what you need to do to be happy. Is my stance on that. But I just think it's funny picturing Jesus in a bunny suit. I don't know if there's anything up here, so we're gonna find out. I think there's a nice weapon that's like sealed off a bit, but hold on. Yeah, I mean it's actually not as bad as I thought it was. In my memory, it was slightly. Sorry, hot sauce. You take a shot of hot sauce, it kind of has a way of attacking you from the inside, right? In my memory, it was just slightly slower than this. This actually isn't that bad, to be honest. The thing that bothers me more than anything is it goes down and up. Whereas the last sword, we swing downward. It helps you with enemies that are coming at you from above. And that's really the only issue I have with this weapon. Because for 55 damage, it can be as slow as it wants, really. Like, it's fine. Like, it's got great range, and that's fine. The floor is cracked. Is that just like... God, that looks suspicious. Are you telling me that's not a thing? Hold on. Really? Sometimes walls are just cracked, I suppose, but that... I mean, there's some over here, too. Hey. Strange, I sense a dark power within you. Who are you? Well, first of all, we introduce ourselves because, like, you know, you should... rude as hell. It is rude to ask questions before introducing yourself. Oh my god. That's actually spooky. Soma, me and you, brainwaves. Yes, you're right. I can give you my name. I can't give you my name, but people call me Jay. People call you Jay. Why hide your real name? Are you a criminal? No, I have amnesia. We're just, you know, we're gonna... Lots of talking. As much as I love this game, there's a lot of... They use a lot of words to say very little. Kind of just ramble back and forth about the same things over and over again. Good game, but yeah, like, skip past it from time to time. I guess if you don't want to know who he is, cover your ears or something, but I'm gonna let you know he's a Belmont. He's Julius Belmont. So he's a vampire hunter. One of them Belmonts, you know. And yeah, I guess I got no... I mean, I'm not sure if anyone cares enough about the secret ending, but we're going to be going after the secret ending, so I'm also not going to tell you, like, what that entails, but... So, well, I guess we'll get to that when we get to that. Likely, you guys, like, either don't care if it's spoiled for you or what, but... Yeah. Still, we're gonna get there eventually, so I guess we know there's no reason to spoil it right now. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's like... The characters in this game, and not just this game, but Castlevania characters have a certain look. It's like You went to the Dark Ages and you took like a poor, starving orphan and you gave them the most luxurious makeover possible. Fancy clothes, makeup, just like groomed them. That's what characters look like in Castlevania. Starving orphans that just got ridiculously fancy makeovers. We got to our first teleporty room. Lovely. That's nice because we're right by the entrance. We can actually stop by Hammer and see if we can buy some stuff. As much as I'm liking this lance, like, yeah, we can see what he has to offer. Like, tell me that's not accurate, though, right? Like, they look like they're sad orphans with really nice hair and, like, dressed like royalty. Everybody. Hi, Hammer. I like to think he keeps, like, a boombox on hand. It just, this music's actually playing. He just insists on it. Hold on. Like, look at Soma Cruz and tell me that's not an accurate description. Sad orphan, they just gave him a fancy coat and really pretty hair. Wild. Alright, what do we got? I forgot how much I love the menu here when you buy stuff. It's little things that you don't appreciate until they're gone, kind of thing. Like if you look at this, it's got every bit of information you need, how many you have, how much they cost, all of the stats, just right there for you. Beautiful. You have no idea how many RPGs I play where it's like you're buying equipment and it will not tell you what the stats of the thing are. It'll tell you like, oh, this is better than what you have right now. But it won't tell you anything else. It's frustrating. Because it's like, okay, I bought this new set of armor, and it does give me better defense, and it cuts my attack in half. I would have loved to know that ahead of time. Kind of thing. Ooh. I mean... maybe. I mean, we did just jump from 20 to 29, so still, we would still be up from 6 from what we were recently. Plus 3 attack. Our attack is higher than our defense, so we're trading 3 for 3. It would be a bigger percentage hit to our defense than a gain to our attack, right? Yeah, so let's not. Because 3 for our attack is nice, but 3 for our defense would be a lot more of it. Okay. Amber's just looking at you. Eyeballing. Can I be real for a second? Can we like be honest with each other and just say that Hammer's got really pretty eyes? Like, I don't want to be. I'm not trying to be weird about it. The man's gorgeous, and I mean that as a compliment. Look at him. Like you know, right? It's you know, it's important to be able to compliment your friends every once in a while. Here, take my shirt. Yeah, like he's just got a well-built face. There's nothing wrong with that. I just happened to notice. Selling stuff. I forget how much money you're carrying on you just in stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that whip. Well, I mean, now we're kind of locked in with the... Oh, wait, no, hold on. I sold my broadsword, didn't I? Yeah. Alright, well, now we're locked into the lance until we find something else. That's alright. There's a lot worse weapons than the lance. Ellie?
Hi. I know. What do you want?
Hey, sweetie. Blow up my candle. Hey, sweetie. Hey, Ellie. She's a sweetheart and I love her. Hey. She's the one that was just yelling at me. She wants some attention. Hey. Love you, sweetie. Alright, go lay down. Alright. Alright. I made this joke earlier, but I'm not. In case any of you weren't here for that, I was very proud of it, so I want to repeat my joke because it's not very often I get to be funny. Hammer is actually his surname. His first name is Armin. I thought you said it was funny. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. Alright. Still cannot remember what luck does for you besides, like, does it increase, like, the drop rate of stuff, maybe? That would make sense to me, right? So... yeah. Let's go up here next. Now we get to figure out where we're supposed to go, because we kind of accidentally just wandered to where we needed to be, like all the way to the other end of the castle. Now we have to figure out where to go now. But it's not like we ran out of options, it's just like there's a few different choices we have. Okay, so I've got a question. This thing here, killer doll. To be a killer doll, does it have to have killed somebody? Or is it just a doll that intends to kill somebody? Like, it, right? Because I gotta think that matters, right? Because what would you call it? Like, before it killed somebody, if it was just an animated doll with murderous intent, would it still be a killer doll, or would it just be a doll? Right? That's a weird question. And if it's the opposite, if it's a killer doll, if it just intends to kill, then, like, how do you know? You're just making an assumption. Maybe it's just trying to assault. Maybe it's an assaulting doll. God, I don't know. I wish I wasn't like this either. Can't help it. Alright. So, we likely could go back up there where we teleported from, because it seems like that's where we were supposed to be. The game was just giving us a teleporter that let us go back to the beginning. Likely to... I mean, still we could buy stuff, like the shopkeepers at the beginning of the castle, right? So let's go back there. Ellie? Ellie, I love you dearly. Why are you yelling at me? Cereal harm. I mean, I still wouldn't want to hang out with it because that sounds unpleasant, but if we're talking about, like, orders of magnitude better than Killer Doll, though, right? Like, man, that doll's a jerk. Stay away from that doll if you can help it. But also, I guess it's not the end of the world if you can't. Kind of bummed out about our accessory situation, but you know, I'm sure it'll be alright. Where is he keeping that lance? Right, okay, let's I gotta stop getting distracted. Right. Rex, I appreciate you hanging out. I'm sorry I'm an idiot. I just, you know, want to do the best I can. You know. We play games badly and we make dumb jokes. That's what we do here. Yes. Like, nobody takes you seriously when you're just a minor inconvenience doll. It's no fun. At that point, you gotta kill someone just so people will respect you. Thank you. Defoe? Big, this is a family-friendly stream. You're on the knife. Yeah, like, that's the thing. I try to keep it casual. I'm bad at stuff, and if you're ever wondering, you're like, man, this guy has no idea what he's doing. This is very unprofessional. Yes, that's who I am as a person. I'm trying to capture the essence of, like, a group of friends playing video games together and making dumb jokes. Like, that's what we aim for around here. To the point where I'm dying to order us a pizza. Like, man, I wish I could order you guys a pizza right now. Cause that would just cap off the entire experience, right? You, some buddies, video games, pizza. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, Rex has been great so far. Like I said, any stream where we get a new hive mate, that's always exciting for me as well. While you work, hold on, Big. It is 10:48 in the after nighttime. What are you doing? Watch out.
Hi guys.
Oh, one sec. Hold on. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm sorry. I got I
It's 9:30, so leave at 8:45.
me too. Oh, sorry, my family's going to bed. She wanted to see the cats before she went to bed. Working a bit. Side job. Ooh. Big is all about that grind. He is just, he's getting that bread every day, always, all the time. Working hard, being a dog dad, being a husband, computer wizard, just everything, all together. Very impressive, all the time. Well, hold on. I just, hold on. There we go. So that's a skeleton creature. You don't really think about it because it's the same color as the rest of him. Look at those wings. That doesn't... Wings... There's no bone wing like that. That's not a thing that exists. Wings are flaps of skin. Look at that. What is that wing made out of? You don't think about it because he's a skeleton. You're just like, oh, it's a bone wing. No, I'm arguing the logistics of a skeleton creature. But at the same time, what is that wing made out of? I think I would have preferred if they would have just left it empty. Right? Because at least that would have, made sense biologically, right? It's like when you get a piranha plant in Mario, and then they have a skeleton of that piranha plant. That seems weird too, don't it? Got Scarab 60. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you stopping by. Hope I'm not being too off-putting by just being me, I guess. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well tonight. I get distracted. I need to stop doing that. Yeah. Guys, that is 2 follows we got today. That is wild. Your skeletons not have wings? In this economy? Yeah. Got him. I love how the axe does that when they die, though. That's the little things. Actually, this is mine, too. This is the first one I've beaten. First one I completed. And just all around my favorite. I haven't played this one since high school, though. It's been a while. But back in high school, I beat this, completed it several times. But yeah, it's been a while. And it's funny how, you love a game so much, but you just drop it for a while. So I haven't played this in several years. And that's just strange to me, because how much I used to enjoy playing it. So that's what we're doing today. Oh, should I stop doing that? If you guys think I should stop doing that, because it may, I never recognized it would be, because the thing is, I say good morning to everybody all the time, always, just to simplify things, because I've got people from North America, I've got people from Europe, and I have a weird sleep schedule, so I'll wake up at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. I just always say good morning. And until today, I never recognized that it might just be really confusing. Because if it's just... Because I have to explain every time, that's just me being rude then, right? It's just me not being very accommodating. Hi! Miles is yelling at me. I do have a cat. Hold on, let me go grab him. He's yelling at me because he wants some attention. Hey, sweetie. Although my foot fell asleep, so I'm sorry about that. Hey, sweetie. Hey. Cutie bug. I love him dearly. He just wants some attention. You stop noticing him for a while, and he just gets mad about it. Hey, sweetie. Oh, he's purring and purring. Hey, I know. Hey. Love you, bye-bye. Oh, brush time. Hold on. He's gonna love that. Thank you, Big. Appreciate you. So, how am I gonna do this? I'm gonna just toggle this off for right now. Yeah. Oh, I need to find his brush though. Hold on. He does appreciate you though. Thank you for that. Oh, he's gonna be very happy when he finds out.
Ah.
Oh, and Bella's on my bed cleaning herself. Cleaning her toesies. Oh, he knows. Hey. Hey. I know. Come on, Baba. Hey, sweetie. Hey kids, be good to each other. Well, now Bella's attacking my blanket. Apparently it's wronged her in some way. He's still gonna like. You see, he's nuzzling the brush like he loves it so much. He's gonna love up on it for a while still. Look at him. He's just nuzzling it. I love him so much. All right. Thank you for the brush time, Big. Miles appreciates it. He can't tell you himself, but he really appreciates it. Did that not go off? Or did I not notice it if it did? Weird. Hold on, let me check. Did you did. Thank you for the bits, Vic. Either it didn't make a noise or I just didn't notice. But thank you. Bella is doing her best. I love her all the time. Bella just gets in a mood where she'll just attack something, and oftentimes it's my blanket. And she gets so excited about it. Yeah. Alright, appreciate it, guys. I love that I can be a cat dad on stream and you guys don't mind. Like, I wouldn't have thought I'd be able to like take a break to brush Miles and you guys would just be okay with it. So thank you for that. Although we did just get a, what is it, the Evil Butcher? Nothing crazy. It is essentially just a ranged attack. Like, if we want to hit something further away, we've got that option. We haven't, like, if we're being honest, we haven't found any great attacking abilities yet, but when you're this beefy with a lance, I guess you don't really need one. Periodically stab the wall because there's lots of hidden walls in this game. I don't remember which boss this is. I'm hoping checkpoint. Hey, call it a checkpoint. Save room. Yeah, I'm sure there's a difference there. I guess if the game holds it for you after you turn it off, that's a save room, right? Otherwise, it's just a checkpoint. Yeah, that's going to be my definition going forward. Clayman? Guys, remember I told you there was a Clayman. Rude. Eat it. Ah, knife to meet you. I mean, if it works, right? Oh, he hits you though, don't he? Homie's built like a tank, Christ. Wasn't expecting to take that much damage. Ellie, stop. Now Ellie's yelling at me. Hey, we're blazing through this game. So see, when we walked in this room, there's that thing. There's a thing here. That's the creature I was talking about. That one. When you walk in the room, you have a. There we go. That's interesting. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, it actually has a lot of health. That's too bad. I don't know how much health it has. And it's funny that we did that because it's a tiny % chance that it'll just stay in the room when you show up. And we did manage to kill it, but that's one of the secret creatures in this game. It only appears in that room when you've got only so much of a chance of it staying. I hadn't even considered that we wouldn't be strong enough to kill it before it runs away. Okay, what level are we? We're level 13. We're crushing it. Speaking of things that are really rad, you guys. Also, you guys eating? Because I won't bother you about it, but you know, here's your reminder. If you haven't eaten, you know, consider doing so. I got to mom you guys sometimes, right? Like periodically. It's tough out there. I understand, but you know, I also want to make sure you have food. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like I wasn't even gonna try pronouncing it, let alone spell it. Like you're braver than I am. I cannot remember what its thing does. I think maybe it gives you like extra health. if I'm not mistaken, but like I said, it's been a long time. I remember that it exists, and how to find it, like, I do not remember what the soul actually does. That's fine. We're gonna have to come back at some point to do it, because I'm planning on, completing this, but that's fine. That's a thing for future me to figure out. Okay, we got a slide. We're doing so much better than I thought we would be doing. Let's go to the right. Fight me, you nerd, huh? I swear somewhere in here there's like a spot on the floor you can... Well, not here because you can see there's a hallway beneath us. It's like I keep seeing these cracks in the floor and ceiling, and the gaming part of my brain is just like a secret wall. But they're like all over the place. Really? Wild. I did not remember that. Like I said, it's been since high school, and that was like 60 years ago. That was like back in the 1920s. New area, yeah. Alright. Inner quarters, this should be a nice change. I believe one of these floors in a room like this you can break through. Do I have a weapon that can... You're a weapon. I thought that was like a necklace or something. Wild. So... If you hit a wall hard enough, it's a breakable wall. I should actually, hold on, let me dust off a dad joke for you, hold on. We tell dad jokes around here. A lot. No matter how much people tell me to stop. So let's bring out some dad jokes. Typically they're a purchase, but you know, we're celebrating some new hive mates. I mean, I know this is one that you guys have heard a lot before, but we're celebrating like a new hive mate, right? Like, that's the thing, so like... Yeah. And I really want to put our best foot forward, like, start off on a good impression, right? Like, I want to give them my best joke, right? Even if it's one that's been around a bit. I think that sounds fair, right? Just a decent sample. So hold on, I gotta... Is there a way I can get through that floor? So... A pony walks into a bar, goes up to the bartender and says, "Can I trouble you for a glass of water? I'm a little horse." There we go. That wasn't it. For all I know, this thing could hit the ground below you because he does, like, start out down. So maybe. That's one of my favorites. That is... Okay, it does. That's actually very useful. Because it's hard to hit things below you in this game like that. It really is. I'm glad you liked it, because that's one of my favorites. That is, that's the one I like to start off on, because, yeah, it's a good one. You know, I like to think we're all cat dads when you get down to it. Spiritually. Metaphysically. I'm glad you liked it. What? Oh, that's a bonk. Hold on. I was looking at that like, what is that? Oh, thank you. Oh, I've got a bonk animation now. Hold on. Almost forgot. Maple, would you help us out? God, Maple's a treasure. Exactly. I love her dearly. Speaking of eating, Maple, have you eaten? Take a chance to feed Maple every once in a while. She gets hungry. Loves herself some noodles. I wish I could enjoy something as much as Maple enjoys ramen. You love to see it. But yeah, if you're new also, that's Maple. She's my co-host. She helps, like, I'm bad with people, so she helps me in that regard. There's feed, dance. She gives you B facts if you do exclamation point fact. Bonk is one now. If you say like exclamation point wave, but also hi, hey, hello, any of those will do it. She'll wave for you. Exclamation point love. It's not an animation. It's a still picture, but she has one of those also. I commissioned a member of our community to do some for us, and she's Maple's mother. But I'm really happy about it. Her being on stream with us has been really nice. Big, you're like, you didn't think I anticipated you doing that. I did. She does it for that too. What? I love the love one though. It is really sweet. Is this just meant to be a room where I harvest you for a soul? Because is that what's happening? I don't see anything else in this room. Unless it's the ceiling. It's fine, I'll come back. I think this is the time hallway, yep. That rabbit there. You can't get to him before he reverses time on you. But if you get his soul, you can freeze time. It's great. But that's Maple. She's a sweetheart. Boss room. I think this is the headhunter. Like, spatially, I think this is where we're supposed to fight them. Or I hope so, at least, because the headhunter's very good. The headhunter is my endgame passive soul. What the headhunter does is it gives you stat increases based on how many souls you have. So by the end of the game, when you have like all of them, it gives you terrifying stat upgrades. Is it? Oh my god. And now I'm in front of them. No, hold on. You just boggled my doggles. Oh, hold up. Oh, no. Guys, my boggles have been doggled. Why? I hate that. I'm mad about it. I'm getting heated. We gotta get out of here. Really. That is... I hate that. Wasn't expecting to get my boggles doggled, if I'm being honest. God, I'm mad about it. It is the headhunter! Oh, right. I don't know how well we're gonna do. I can't... Like, we've been leveling up so much lately, and like, it's kind of just letting me stab it, so like... I remember this as being like... not super challenging, but this one puts up a fight more than the others. But apparently it's just like gonna let us do whatever we want. Right. Yeah, okay, this was so much easier than I thought it was going to be. Alright. Oh. Cool, yeah, okay, so maybe it is just your strength stat, but the more souls you have, the more stat it gives you. It's very nice. Alright. So someone, what soul is better? I'm trying to remember Lupicant now. I don't remember what that one does, but I can let you know that I've always had Headhunter as my final endgame soul. Because, like I was saying, I completed I play these games to complete them. And by the time you've completed everything, the amount of stat upgrade it gives you is disgusting. But I was like just in high school at the time, so like, yeah, okay, so it gives you just stats down the board. We would take a minor hit to attack right now, but keep in mind we barely have any souls on us, so like, that's actually half decent. I'm looking at that Constitution, but I'm gonna hold off on that just for right now. Just for now. Soon we'll be able to get that. Also, very important, there's one soul in this game that if you miss getting it, you cannot get it. And believe me when I say, if you're a completionist, it is the most painful thing looking up on a walkthrough like, oh yeah, you have to do this thing. And then you've already passed that area. Ugh. There's a boss in this game. This furniture's in front of us. There's a boss in this game called Legion. And he's basically just like a moon made out of corpses. If you beat him a certain way, you get his spirit. If you don't, you don't. And that's the only time you can get it. It's painful. Well, that gives you more stats, the less HP you have. Ah, that's the thing. I try not to take damage. Alright. Thanks for hanging out. Good company all the time. Hope you get some good rest. I'm sure I'll see you around. Take care of yourself. Oh, he doesn't do it if you're not close enough to the middle of the mirror. That makes sense because like his full body animation, he wouldn't be able to, he'd be crossing the frame. That's really interesting. It's funny because yeah, he's not a difficult boss in the least, but like if you don't know to do that correctly, it's tragic, let me tell you. Missing exactly one soul, that kills me. I'll be honest, I don't know anything about anything ever, and I don't play games well, and I love chatting with my friends on here regardless, but it is interesting having you on here because you know about this game. And not very many games I play on here my friends are very familiar with. That's another fun one. The guy with the big bladed yo-yo. When you kill him, the yo-yo just like rolls down. So you gotta watch out for that. Oh, I forgot that this one was one of these. There's like 2 or 3, I think 3 souls in this game that does a specific thing. And I will show you what that specific thing is. 30. It's an expensive one. Check it. It just runs forward and rips through stuff. Very expensive. Like, I'm less than half of my total magic now from that. But when you're in a bind and you need to kill some stuff, let me tell you, that's a good one. Later in the game, once you get a higher max magic, it's a lot more reasonable. It really is. What are you? Hey, I was looking. Okay, so yeah, we're sailing through this. Like I was saying, as a kid, I played this a lot, but also like I remember like I completed this game several times, but I know for a fact I never made it through this game like this easily. At least once or twice I would bump into a dead end and try to figure out where to go next. This is just like, alright. We're crushing it. How fast are you actually? Because I'll be honest, if this is just the fact that this is only 2 weaker than the Lance, that's terrifying. The Lance is very strong. So it's 2 weaker, so you think that wouldn't be ideal, but considering how much faster it is, as well as the poison thing, you can hit a boss with this and then run away like a weenie. So like, yeah, that is going to be an option. Besides the fact that I think it just looks really cool. Yeah, like that's the thing, like I don't mind it in the least. Like I'm perfectly okay with it. I just wasn't expecting to go the exact place I needed to go every time. Like we're just like, I haven't played this in several years, and it's just like we're going to all the places we need to go in order. It's wild. It's a ledge top, right? Always amazing when we find people who always ancient history. I'm old, Defoe. I'm older than you can imagine. You couldn't begin to comprehend. Top right. This one? Because we've been here. We just picked up a the water spirit. So now we can actually walk on water. It's very nice. No worries. Sometimes I miss stuff, so I'm glad you're looking out for me. It doesn't take but a second to check. That's the fun of playing games together, right? I do like the background effect, though, the clouds. Game Boy Advance games. I will say the color palette, because this is a Game Boy Advance game, everything is a little brighter than I would like, because like Castlevania, I recognize it's not going to be scary because you're fighting like mermaids and stuff, right? But the fact that everything's such a bright color is a little, yeah. It's just the Game Boy Advance is such a bright color palette, is all. Minor nitpick, but visually I think, well, I was going to say I think Symphony of the Night looks a lot better, but that's also a PS1 game, so like, yeah. I am almost dead. Let's not actually die if we can help it. Let's go heal. Right. In Portuguese, are you from Portugal, or is that just a, or Portuguese, or how's that go about? Because I'll be honest, I've got another hive mate who's from Portugal, if that's the case. Whoops! Don't kill me, please. Actually, I was my most recent D&D game I ran One of my players lived in Portugal. Rita, she's an absolute sweetheart. She was a shifter. It's like an offshoot of a druid. They specialize in turning into animals. She had an elephant form. It was wild, let me tell you. It's fun. I'm a big fan of the Game Boy Advance. It had some really good games. It's just visually, I wasn't a huge fan, but like, considering it when it came out, I can also shut up because like, when we're looking at it on a bigger, like I'm looking at it on a bigger screen. Considering the actual size of the Game Boy Advance, they needed to do a little bit of shenanigans to make it look nicer, more contrast and stuff, right? So like, I get that. I think it ended up looking a lot better than anything I could have made. I'm just nitpicking because like I said, when you're doing a spooky game, bright colors aren't really like, yeah. I'll shut up. Brazil. Guys, I don't want it to sound like I'm collecting people because that's not my intent, but every time we get a hive mate from a new country, I get excited because we've got so many people here from different countries, and it makes me so happy. We're a very multicultural community. Ah, get away from me. Can I not you need like a second to transform. They're not hitting me for very much damage, but my god, it's frustrating. When you're on an incline like that, I can't hit them because, like, they're slightly too high up or down. Ah, stop it. Christ. Oh, alright. Man. We're getting it. Gotta go back up to check all the walls. Oh, you're real slick, didn't you? Revenge. Oh, we got messed up by that. That's too bad. So, let's head left. There's not a lot of space left, so likely we're going to bump into a dead end. And what dead ends mean is treasure. Or a boss. So like, that sounds about right. Defoe, I mean, I will, but I understand. I just met the person, so it's not gonna be anything deeply profound, but just to piggyback off of what I was saying earlier, it's nice to have someone in chat who's like you know, nerds. I'm a nerd. It's fine. I say I hate nerds, but you know, I'm also a nerd. Nerds have a way of like, it's a very fine line in the nerd community, because if you find someone who is knowledgeable about things that you're knowledgeable about, odds are they're going to be a jerk about it. Like, how often do you bump into someone who knows something about the thing you like, and they're just a dick? Like I wasn't meaning to start an argument. I promise. So when you find like, wrapping around Rex here, what I mean is I've been enjoying some genuinely nice conversation with Rex about a game that we both enjoy. And it's just like, you know, just chatting about a game we like, and that's very, very valuable. It's like, you forget how nice it is to talk to someone about a mutual interest, right? But it's hard to find. Like, yeah, people like to just be like snobby about opinions and stuff. So here's the, up here. You come down through here, you can actually manage to get up here the other way and get into this area before you're supposed to. It was the bit, yeah. So I mean, in a rambly way, what I'm trying to say is I've been enjoying our conversation, and you're nice to talk to. I mean it though, man. it's funny how often I get people in here who show up because they like the game I'm playing, and there's nothing wrong with that. I love meeting people that way. I've met some really good people that way. And then they'll just immediately start like telling me like, oh, you're doing that wrong, you should be doing this, and just like, bruh, relax a little bit. Chill. Or I'll be like, well, you see, I'm doing this way because, and they'll just be outright immediately, no, you're wrong. Like, exact phrasing. I've had people tell me, no, you're wrong. Like I wasn't starting an argument. I was telling you why I was doing something. Oh Christ, people are wild. We are taking a bit of a risk because this is where the game gets really spicy. I don't believe we should be over here. Okay, you can't access that area yet. Good, actually. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I'm a nerd, so like whenever I say I hate nerds, it's meant kind of as a joke, but also like you know what I mean. Like you've met people that are just like know a lot about something, and they're just a dick about it. Like we're all just trying to have fun. Like we both enjoy the game. Can't you just accept that we're just both having fun? Like it's too bad. It really is. So it's not often you get to like find people to chat with about stuff you like. That's just a nice, pleasant conversation, right? So thank you for that. You've been like knowledgeable but also friendly. So I appreciate you for that. And we're doing great. So that gray area down there at the bottom that kind of hooks around, that's where we need to go next. We're going like exactly where we've been needing to. This is nice. I do want to hit a checkpoint on the way though. There's a checkpoint on the way. Now that we've got that ability to walk on water, that's going to help tremendously. It does mean though that we'll have to, that one's not passive, you have to actually equip that one. So we need to be mindful to go back in and equip our other stuff. Sweet, sweet stat upgrade. Throws grenades. I mean, if you let me. Soma has the courage to tell someone in this castle, no, I don't believe in vampires. Meanwhile, he's learning how to throw grenades from a zombie. Wild. Disrespectful, even. Alright. Doesn't matter. These all kind of suck. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, but no, that's exciting for me because, like, yeah, it's, man, I really want to, like, bust out a map and, like, just start checking off countries. I'm tempted, and that sounds kind of weird, like, I don't want it to sound like I'm, like, collecting people. But it's really cool. Whenever we get someone from a new country. It's exciting to me. Because, like, that's a thing I like to talk about on here, like, cultural differences. Things that we have that you don't, and you have that we do. Or you that we don't. Right? Yes. Words. Snacks. I'm a fatty and I love snacks. Talk about, like, different snacks that we have. It's great for me. Flesh bee do be collecting teeth. Honestly, I wish it would stop, but like, I'm not telling it. I have no say over what Flesh bee does. In the least. Arrows. The only one who can get Flesh bee to do anything is Maple. Flesh bee's terrified of Maple. That's... God, the wind-up for that's kinda... I don't know how much damage it does. Likely more than the knife, but the knife is just, like, so much easier to use. Like, you can spam the knife versus that bow is like awkward. So let's just do that. But yeah, if we're being honest, it's unlikely we're going to be using those at all. Although, with an instance like that, clay golem, where we don't want to get close to them, that grenade, like that grenade would have been very useful for that. So, it's the frustrating bit. You have to re-equip this thing when you want to use it. And now we're Jesus. From their opinions on avocados. Really? That's making me think. I'm curious now. I want you to guess my opinion on avocados. I'm dying to see if you can get this right. Now there's pressure. Now you're put on the spot. Let's see if you can get this. Fruit snack. An avocado's a fruit. I know you do, but nobody's saying anything. I'm trying to get a new hive mate to guess. It's a spread. It's a fruit. I'm very confused. Oh, I thought you meant opinion, like whether I like it or don't like it. Because I'll let you right now. Right now, I hate avocados. I despise avocados. I don't eat them in any form. So there you go. But I mean, it is a fruit though. But like, so are tomatoes and pumpkins, which is weird. Lots of things that you don't think of are fruits. Basically, if the thing you're eating has seeds in it, it is a fruit. It is a fruit of the plant, because a plant's fruit has the seeds in it. The fruit of the plant is the part that has the seeds. So if you're eating something with seeds, it is a fruit. A cucumber has seeds in it, it is a fruit. I'm not happy about it, but by definition.
Hi. Hey, sweetie.
At least says good morning. Well, speaking of though, actually I got some really tasty goat milk dulce de leche stuff. Been snacking on. Put some of it on these mamma jammas. Let's see if you can see that correctly, but it's very tasty. I mean, Defoe, you know I don't like to argue. We just got in that conversation, but this isn't a matter of opinion. It's by definition, that is what a fruit is. Difference between opinions and just definitions. Oh. See, I could see avocado in a shake. That's the only application I could see that would make sense. Because at that point it would just be like whatever else you have, but like creamy and like it has that. I can imagine it would give it a nice texture. That doesn't immediately make me hungry, but I could see that makes sense in my brain. Like that, I could see that being a thing. Just eating it on toast is hilarious. Because no, thank you. Ouch. Man. That guy hits. Oof. Love how the werewolf has a fire punch. So if you look at the map, we are way up in the air. There's these floating rooms that you teleport around in between. Once we get to the next one, I'll show you, but like depending on which exit you go, you'll teleport around in these rooms. It's wild. It's a good thing he can't hit us down here. Yeah, that's it, because like as a texture thing, I can get behind an avocado in theory, because they really are like creamy. It's just they need to be with stuff, right? As a taste experience, like it's just like no. Rude. Got him. Okay, so see, now I'm way over here. There's a bunch of these rooms, you just teleport between them. Dracula's castle would be crazy. You'd think I would start dodging that, and yet I never do. God, I'm so bad at video games. Sorry. Although, since you mentioned it, I would love to see a dessert that has avocado in it. That sounds just weird enough in my brain to be interesting. Like out of curiosity, I would actually love to sample an avocado dessert. I guess. He didn't. Well, yeah. I never. You know. Who did build Dracula's castle? Did he like hire a dude? Was it just a regular dude? Or was there like a zombie architect somewhere? You're messing with my brain, Big. We're asking those deep questions now. Or does like Dracula have like a degree in engineering? Is that a thing? Oh god. Oh, I forgot you were here. And we got its soul. Oh, guys. Hold on. I mean, I'd try it. Like I said, avocado, the one thing it has going for it is it has a creamy texture. So like, if we're talking about pudding, yeah. If we're talking about pudding, I'm about to tell you a really nice dessert, and I know immediately as soon as you hear it, you're going to be like, no. I promise you, just hear me out. Just hear me out. It's a chocolate mousse with tofu in it. Hear me out. Because tofu don't taste like anything. It is 100% a consistency thing. So you still have your chocolate and the other flavors. It still tastes like the same thing. It's just the tofu makes it so rich and creamy. It's wild. I promise you. It tastes like nothing, but it makes it just like this velvety even. It's the same, like that you got me thinking about that from the avocado. It's the same kind of thing, I would say. Because that sounds good too. But maybe I just am fat and I love pudding. Probably. Maybe both. Guys, are you guys gonna finally win me over with avocados in the form of dessert? Because that's sneaky. That's cheating. You're not allowed to come at me with avocado brownies because of course I'm gonna like them. I love desserts in every form. So we meet again. I'm glad to see you're unscathed. Hi.
Hey.
Good night, Big. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you get some good rest. See you around.
Hey, sweetie. Hey.
Just jumped up on my desk.
Hey. Hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetie. I love you.
Oh, tiramisu. That's like chocolate and coffee and like lady fingers. I'm not a huge fan of tiramisu. Because as much as I love chocolate, I don't like combining coffee with stuff. Because I drink a ton of coffee, I always drink it cold and black. Because for me, coffee's like, serves a purpose. Coffee wakes you up. It's not meant to be enjoyed, right? I would rather have like a cup of coffee and a dessert than a dessert that tastes like coffee, you know what I mean? That's just my take on it. I drink a lot of coffee. I'm not saying it's bad, I just... I'd rather have them separate. Someone told me you are to inherit Dracula's powers. I take it that lady from the church told you that, didn't she? It's not true, is it? The term inherit is incorrect. It's true then. I was born on the very day that Dracula was destroyed. So in short, that means that I am Dracula. Buddy, do you have any idea how many children are born every day? But, brah, that's messed up. Yeah, like, I'm really not. I really hate avocados, but I've never considered using them in a dessert. That's slick and tempting. Oh, I'm mad. That can't be right. You don't consider me a threat to your mission. You foolish boy, that's impossible. Now look at him being all sinister. Stop. You're gonna try to intimidate me while being named Graham. Knock it off. I am not about to be threatened by a man named Graham. I can't remain here any longer. I must get to the throne. Your name is Soma, right? You are wrong, Soma. I will not allow you to rule. Jeez. Dude needs to chill. Alright. He seems nice. We do need to get to a checkpoint, though. Oh, we made it through the garden already. Of course we did. So... to get back through the garden, there's a checkpoint, or the save on the other end of that. I don't know how many garden rooms there are, though. And we may die in one of them, but... I don't know, this clock tower is one of the most dangerous parts of the game. If I have to, we've got some potions saved up, I suppose. Hate using them, but... the reason the clock tower is so dangerous is because there's just spikes everywhere. And Medusa heads that pop in from the sides. Lots of RNG enemies and spikes. Right, the last guy couldn't hit me. What's your deal? Oh, we got a couple high potions. We'll probably be okay. Ellie? Stop. Okay, we may die, but, you know, at least we have our health. Moo Cow, good morning. Well, I'm glad you decided to stop by. Say hello. Thank you again for the bit. You and Mrs. Moo Cow, two of my favorite people. The power couple that Twitch deserves. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. Get some rest. You deserve some rest. I really wish people would just leave me... just stop. I get it. We're in Dracula's castle. Graham's a jerk. Really. Yeah, no. I really don't care. Just stop. None of this matters. Oops, thumb slipped. Still slipping. There we go. Just save, save, save. Hey, lovely. Mukau's a great guy. In case any of you here aren't following Mukau, you really should be. He's just incredibly friendly, inviting, nice guy. You bump into people that aren't just nice, but like just genuinely kind, and you know, gush about it, I suppose. But he's a good guy. Ooh, that is, oh god, that's amazing. Lovely, lovely armor. How's our headhunter doing? We need to be getting more souls for that to matter. You're so much sturdier than I thought you would be. I promise I used to be good at video games, you guys. Well, I'm working on it. Ouch. I was really trying to get over him. That ceiling got in the way. No, I used to be really good at video games. Well, I mean, I did beat Ghosts and Goblins on stream a little while back, so like, yeah. I used to be so much better. Right. Right. Oh, rude. See, yeah, this. Between the spikes and all of the enemies just showing up. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of miss it. Like, I used to be so much better at video games. I've been trying to like get back into it, but yeah. I appreciate it. I think we just try to have a casual, relaxed time, right? Just to have fun playing video games with friends, right? Also trying not to embarrass myself, but you know, sometimes that happens too. Like, yeah, but I agree. The important thing is that we're having fun, but like, I did used to be better. You know, we grow old and our reflexes kind of suffer. Although in some games that I've played, it does seem like I've gotten better at them actually, so that's interesting. Ellie? I hear you. Oh my god. Actually, it is almost their dinner time. Just a few minutes short, so that makes sense. There's a boss fight up here. Actually, we're about to fight death. Yeah, we're about to fight death. So, assuming I survive this room. Yep, there he is. So I'm gonna heal. I'm gonna give my cats their food, and when I get back, we're gonna fight death. So, if that's not a cliffhanger, I don't know what is. Appreciate you guys. If you need to dip out before I get back, no worries. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you get some good rest. Take care of yourself. But I shouldn't be gone very long. I just gotta get them something to eat. And I'll be right back. Sorry, had to. Bella wasn't wanting to eat. Alright. And let's see, it's midnight. And I've got therapy in the morning. So I'm going to take my medicine now and I'll likely at some point soon dip out. Makes me real tired. I need to take it now so I can fall asleep in a timely manner. Let's see how this goes. One of those. Two of these. Well, two of these, not three. There we go. This one. There we go. Let's hope that's alright. Alright. You did save, right? Yeah. Alright, Mr. Death. We may die here. But you know, we're just gonna do our best. Don't need luck for this, we can increase our defense just a little bit. See, they meant to call it hunting, but they just accidentally slipped and hit the R button. R key, there we go. Yeah. Bonus to defense, 2 constitution. Yeah, let's do that. Well, we do got. I was thinking about going back to make another save anyway. I'm nervous. We may actually die this time. It's likely. We'll see. Oh, I forgot you can move in the air like that. Buddy, stop it. Oh my god. We were doing decently. Oh man. Dracula, Death, why you gotta be like that? Fight me, you nerd, huh? Oh yeah, we're getting whoops. This is bad. I mean, it still counts if I have to use healing items, right? Oh, that's not great. Yep, shouldn't have done that. Had no business dodging him that way. Alright, phase 2. Because of course there's a phase 2, you monster. Really? God, why do you hit so hard? Oh, Death, why? Who do you think you are, running around leaving scars? Oh yeah, do that as many times as you want. Go for it. Ooh. He be hitting. We're about to win, but yeah, we had to use up all of our healing items. But yeah, he hits. This is great, because you can just crouch here and hit him as much as you want. We won because the very end there, he just spammed the attack that was easy to dodge. That's why. Man. He's always really spicy. It's impressive to me to this day. It never stops being, like, weird that Dracula is Death's boss. Like, Death is employed by the man. He works for Dracula. That's terrifying. Like, think about that. That's wild. So, like, yeah, it's crazy. But he's always been really hard in the Castlevania game. Like, every Castlevania game, he's always really difficult. I can walk while underwater. Thank you. He's, yeah, it's, something. At this point, I kind of want to stick with Headhunter now. A little bit. Like, our attack is already really nice. It's a joke because our attack is 69 right now. It's the joke. But, you know, a little bit of defense, a little bit of health. Yeah, we'll be alright. And our Headhunter is only going to get stronger and stronger as we collect more souls. So, yep. More than anything, I kind of want a new weapon, but we'll see. Or even a better accessory would be nice. We do, because this game has experience and souls and stuff, it really would be in our best interest to make sure we kill things that we go by. I've been doing pretty alright at killing everything, but experience and souls and stuff. Like I was saying, the more souls we collect, the stronger our Headhunter is going to be. I was hoping that would work. You would think after you murder Death, every other monster in the castle would just be like, whoa, I'm sorry, I don't want any trouble. Go ahead. Right? You kill Death. I got a hard time believing Mr. Skeleton is gonna be like, I got you. Like, I know I just saw him murder the living embodiment of the concept of death, but I'm gonna throw a bone at him. Where does this take me? This sounds ominous. Oh, is this the way to the throne room? Maybe. Oh yeah, I think so, because if you look slightly left from where we are and then down, you'll see that doorway in the ceiling. That's where we couldn't get to. So this is the area for the final bit. This space to the left of where I am, this big emptiness, this is the final area. Yeah, like they're not even getting paid or nothing. I can't imagine. Wow, I don't want to make assumptions. For all I know, Dracula pays really well, and they're like great benefits. I don't know. I don't want to make assumptions about the man. I know he's not a great dude, but you know, maybe he's a big supporter in like unions and stuff. But it's like in Skyrim, when you kill a dragon, you eat its soul, and some bandit jumps out from the bushes like, I gotcha. Like, you just saw me eat a dragon's soul. Go away. Really? That's actually, like, that's really cool of him, because if we're being fair, he didn't have to. Like let's be real. Most employers don't. Like, very rarely do they. That really says a lot about how much he values his employees. Gotta say. We might be on different sides, like, don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of him as a person, but, you know, you gotta credit where it's due, right? that was terrible. God, you know what else is terrible? Paper. Really? How many clocks does one man need? Right. God, I hate the clock tower so much. You could just destroy that bomb. I forgot. Okay, yeah, that's so much easier. I'm an idiot. Alright, we're going underwater. This soul lets us do... Wrong one. That's the opposite of what we wanted, right? There we go. Entirely useless, but the more souls we collect, the stronger our headhunter becomes. Actually, let's see, what is it at currently? Still weaker. It doesn't level up, well, I don't know at what increments it levels up. So, yeah, so we'll see. Ouch. Buddy? Rude. These yellow ones. You see how these ones have a yellow face, or the ones have a green face? The yellow face one yellow face ones hit you. They turn you to stone. Which is not what you want. I mean, really just depends, I guess. Don't let me tell you your business. These doors typically indicate a new area. Oh, that just loops back around. Okay, then in that case, hold on, let's just do this then so we can clear off that bit of the map and then go back. Defoe, you're on thin ice. Warning you. I'm sorry, I'm an idiot. It's a very fun game to complete, I'll say that. I think this is one of my favorites. Well, this is my favorite Castlevania game. When I say favorites, like, I don't know, I have to make a list of my favorite games, I suppose. Actually, I kind of... Really? I hate them so much. Right. So what else do we got going on? There's that section of the map down there, in the middle, bottom. We have a lot over there that needs to be done. If you look in the top left, like the top leftmost red square, there's a hallway just beneath that. But we need to have a special spirit to get through there. We do not yet. There's that bottom leftmost red square. You see to the left of that, there seems to be a doorway that's leading somewhere. I think that's the underground caves over there. There's also the... Oh, now that we've got Undyne, that one in the middle bottom, that gray square, we should be able to access that now. I think that's what we needed. We need to be able to walk underwater for that. So... that being the case, let's actually stop in and see if Hammer has any... I don't know if he sells you new stuff. I cannot remember if that's a thing. If he has anything, like... if his stuff gets upgraded. I don't know if it does, but... no reason not to talk to him, I guess. Buy some potions or something, right? Oh, hey, Hammer, by the way, I killed Death. He's dead now. Got no idea what that's going to do to the universe. I guess we'll find out. Christ. Wow. Oh, that is awful. Hold on. So he does in fact have new stuff, but we are going to prioritize... I remember grinding for this thing. I couldn't even tell you how long it took me, because I can't remember how long it took me. It was a long time. Lost track. Ooh. Oh. Hold on. So this one is 55, this one's 58. It's 8,000 and 14,000. Doesn't that seem a little off to you? Like yeah, this one's slightly better, but 6,000 more for 3 points? That's weird. I'm just gonna go for silver, I suppose. So that will leave us enough money to actually get stuff, because we could afford this, but that'd be it. 8,000, that'd give us 7,400 yet. Buy this, let's round down, let's just say 6,000. So, what kind of weapons are there available? I gotta think there's nothing that costs that much. I was wrong. This is one of the slowest weapons, but if you look at that attack, you can see why. Tempted for that one. Okay, this one's stronger and it's got better range. It's just a little more unwieldy because it's a spear. Aria wants to go with the partisan. I think we're gonna buy partisan. I already had one. I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna protest. I'm gonna write my congressman. I'm very mad, and I'm not gonna take it. I'm an idiot. I'm the worst kind of person. Alright, just give me my cloak. Let's get out of here. It's fine. Yeah, I noticed after the fact. I wasn't even paying attention. I thought I would have noticed picking one up, but I didn't. Wild. It's alright. It's not like we got plenty of money. It's fine. It'll be alright. Yeah, no worries. It's alright. Honestly, like, we wasted a couple thousand on that. It's fine. Forgot we had this too, though, didn't I? Oh, you would think I would have checked my gear before we bought new gear. What is wrong with me? Wild. That's fine. Like I said, we gotta try being nice to ourselves sometimes. Every once in a while. So, let's equip some stuff. It's fine. Like, how often do we actually need to gear up? Okay, yeah, Ninja Suit does give you a little bit of offense, like a little bit of offense, but my god, look at that defense upgrade. Christ, that is beautiful. That is actually beautiful. We are, like, look at that. +9 attack with this beast. Like, oh man, this is looking... It's slow and unwieldy, any attack like this. Like, it's a little more awkward to use, but that damage is absolutely worth it. I will say, as much as I like that his weapon changes, I really do wish, like, his outfit changed, but, like, I understand how that's not doable. It's a cartridge game, they can only fit so much stuff, but, like, some games... Rarely you'll bump into a game and I'll do that kind of stuff for you. You find that a bit in RPGs sometimes. But, like, you know, I'm finding the tiniest things to criticize. Not even criticize, just I wish this thing had this included. That's not a criticism, that's just me fantasizing. Can't blame a game if I like to fantasize. Like, it says a lot about how good the game is when your only criticisms are like you trying hard to think about something that would make it better. Right? I think that's honestly, that's the biggest compliment I can give this game, is like trying to figure out any way I can make it better. Okay. We're gonna check out that doorway down here though, but on our way. Man, this weapon though. Man. Like, I knew going in, it was like, it's like a gangly weapon. It's a little awkward to use, it's slow, and yeah. But man, is it strong. When the weapon gives you +9 attack to whatever you currently have, that's just, yes. Yes. I'll figure out how to make it work. Feels like at that point, it's me letting the weapon down. I'm not holding up my end of the bargain. I was wondering how we didn't bump into this bit. Because this is usually one of the very first places you go, it's right by the entrance. And I just passed over it. Oops. So we should have been here a long time ago, so like, I can't imagine there's anything very exciting over here. Well, no, hold on. I think you need to be able to walk in water for some of those. Maybe. Look at that fish hitting me for one. Look how he swims, he kinda just like... Right. Okay, so yeah, to get up there you need to be able to walk on water. Which we can now. Food. Tasty meal. I'm curious what exactly that is, because the graphics are such where I can't really tell, but like some red stuff. A little bit of brown stuff. Don't know. Curious. Okay, so yeah, you need either walk on water for that or sink in water here, so like, yeah. It doesn't matter if you come here first, you still can't do much. Alright. I know what you're thinking, you're like, well, you can walk on water now. Yes. When you drop your money in the water and you can't sink into it anymore. Yeah, don't you forget it. Mystery meat. In Castlevania, you'll just like periodically find a pork chop hidden in the wall and you eat it, and you're just thankful that you have a wall pork chop. Right. You know, don't ask questions. You're injured and you need a pork chop. Alright. So the trade-off is we can go underwater with this thing, because we need to be able to. But we don't get our stat upgrade. There's also a big skull worm monster to the left of us. It's one of the enemies I remember specifically being in this spot. It's very weird. Because it's always like, is that a person's skull? Is the skull a monster? Did the skull belong to a monster? If it's a regular person's skull and this worm thing killed it, why is it that size? Is it a monster skull? So did this monster kill another monster? Not sure. Buddy, stop. Alright. I know I'm like nitpicking minor details again, but that's who I am as a person. I can't help it, it seems. Hold on, where's my... It's a person shop. Oh, hold on, I gotta plug my phone in though, don't I? Maybe? Possibly? That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to work with that. I've got my therapy in, well, several hours. My phone's on 0%. I need to use it as an alarm. I forgot about that. Hopefully it charges enough by then. Worst case scenario is I just won't sleep. It'll be alright. Oh, alright. And we continue. Oh, I'm about to level up again. I just bought a sword. Are you, buddy? Stop. Are you better than what I have? Because not only did I buy the sword, buy the spear when I already had one. Now I just... Fine, thank you. You wouldn't think I'd be disappointed because of how... I can't enjoy this amazing new sword. Look at that. We just increased our attack by 9. This is increasing it again by 13. 13 more. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna take that as a win. They can take all my money. I don't care. That's worth it. That is absolutely worth it. It's not only that much stronger, but like it's much faster. Yeah, that's worth it. Like, if you look at the creature, like, I'm pretty sure it's meant to be like a worm thing that consumed someone from the inside. So it's meant to be like just a human skull with like a worm monster that ate them. But that doesn't explain why the skull's so big. Besides the fact, like, if it was an actual human skull, the enemy would be like 2 pixels tall. And you wouldn't be able to see the worm, so like... It's just funny that their skull is that big. I'd be mad if I'm... Oh, God. I hate that I'm so mad that I just got such a good sword. That's a weird feeling. Oops. So I mean, like, this castle's so much bigger, like, it goes on and on. Hey, buddy. You can only hit him when he launches an attack, and he won't launch an attack if he's that far away. Gotcha. Right. Okay. Right. There's one of those Triton guys down here, yep. you know, you really gotta enjoy them when you use them, Defoe. Like, you know, it's like currency. That just you gotta be able to enjoy it yourself. Like having a lot of points is nice, but you know, just the points by themselves, that's not gonna get you anywhere, right? The points themselves aren't gonna make you happy. The stuff you get for the points does. So you really have to enjoy those moments when you can. But also, if you want to stick around and earn some more, I'm not going to stop you. Oh, hold on. Hold on. There was actually, speaking of points, there was a thing. Hold on. Give me a moment. What was I looking at? I'm glad I remembered before I went to bed I was going to do something. That should do it. I'm always so bad at doing stuff. I'm never sure if I do things correctly. Bothers me. You think undying would put you underwater, but it don't. Ah. Gotcha, nerd. Why you all gotta be so dinosaur head? Stop it. What's over there? What was in the previous room? Because in the map there shouldn't be much up there. I just don't want to have to switch if I don't have to. Really? I wasn't paying attention to my health. Oh, what? No. I wasn't even looking at my health. I'm like, what are these guys gonna do? Kill me? I'm mad. I'm mad. Oh, but you're welcome. I was thinking yesterday, I'm like, I'm by myself. I'm thinking, I'm in my brain, noodling around. And I'm like, why haven't you made Defoe mod? Because I was thinking, I'm like, Big is here every stream. You're here every stream, like, nearly always. Which is impressive because half the time I just appear randomly. I don't know when I'm going to stream. So, like, you just... The fact that you're able to follow along and keep me company every day, like, that's, yeah. If anyone deserves it, yeah, there you go. You've earned it. But also don't feel bad if you don't know how to do mod stuff. It's really just like, if you get a bot or someone being unruly, you click on their name and you click, like, timeout or ban or something. Like, really, that's about it. Yeah, he, anymore, I stream, when I stream more in the evening, he shows up. But typically at work, he has a lot of downtime, apparently, or at the very least he can leave the stream open and he pops in it here and there. But he's always around. And I appreciate that from you guys. Oh, that's disappointing. It's fine. We made a ton of progress here. We made it halfway through the game, yeah. A little bit more, but we lost that progress. So, like, yeah. Be alright. Like I said, I gotta get up in the morning for therapy, so I'm gonna dip. But I appreciate you all hanging out. Defoe, you've been really good company. Rex, once again, thank you for hanging out, joining the community. You've been really good company as well. Appreciate you guys. Everyone else who happens to be hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Hope you have a nice night. Hope you take care of yourself. With any luck, I'll see you guys around.